I would like to extend to you an invitation to the pants party.
Excuse me?
The party. The pants with the pants. Party with pants.
Brick, are you saying that there's a party in your pants and that I'm invited?
That's it.
Shut up and sit down.
Welcome, everybody, to the 3POA Podcast, episode 88. I'm your host, LaserPants, also known as Ryan. I am joined by the man with the coolest sunglasses in the game, slinging toys and comics on the side in his off time, the leader of the Raw Dogs, YoJoeJerk.
What is going on, everybody?
What's going on, man? I love your Elvis shades.
Me too. I just love them, man. I adopted them as a younger man, and I just never ever they've always been a part of me. So
They fit you so well.
Thank you.
We're joined by someone else, your co-host on the Mega Powers podcast, the man with the tiny wiener. Toy Games! What's going on? How many McFarlanes you get this week, huh?
Too many. It's not the size of the boat. It's the size of the ocean. How's it go? Something like that?
It's the movement of the rudder?
Is it? I'm definitely not packing this can. I'm drinking some fruity cider. I'm fired up. I got two of the best in the game above me. And I'm not saying that to kiss ass.
You are.
Well, listen, it is what it is.
Please, don't stop.
No, it is appropriate that I'm beneath you two assholes, okay? But that's fine. I'm gonna lift you up. You two are great. I'm happy to be here. Let's talk shit. Let's talk toys. We got Raw Dogs. We got the 3POA hooligans. And I will shut the F up and let the host do his thing.
Listen, you don't have to shut the F up at all. I brought you guys on so you could talk. And Mega Powers. It's been going a year. You guys just hit 100 episodes. You invited me on to the 100th episode. I had a great time. Rocco was out of control.
You guys
Rocco's
were great.
Here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Rocco's.
Oh, my boy Rocco, man. He gave us all comedy gold that night.
Yeah.
Real quick, Omar, I wish, you know what? If I was smarter, I would have reached out to both of these guys and asked for music. But
I can sing it, Omar, if you want. I mean, it's not going to be. It should be just as she as it is in my
the acapella. Everybody just turn up the chorus.
When the moon hits your eyes.
Oh yeah, that's the theme.
That's the Toy Games theme.
That's my new theme next year. Yeah.
It's a talkie.
No, but seriously, I mean, congrats on 100 episodes. Your guys' show is taken off. Like, Gaines, you lost 2 shirts. You guys hit 200 live viewers on the 100th show.
Yeah.
Congrats to you guys. And it's well deserved because you guys are hilarious.
Oh,
You're a lot of fun. There's never a dull moment on the Mega Powers podcast.
That was always kind of the thing. Like, we noticed, like, just with the chemistry. We were just like, this thing never slows down.
Yeah.
It's like a horrible freight train.
True. And I asked Brian straight up. I'm like, because we knew each other through just social media. You know, I was like, man, listen. Half the time I don't know what the hell I'm going to say, and I curse a lot. I'm very rough around the edges. So if that's a problem, we just may as well not even try it. And he was like, no, just be you. And so far, so good. It's been a year. We have an audience, you know, and it's one big family of degenerates and nuts and toy freaks, and I'm really enjoying the ride.
Yeah, and just a rotating cast of lunatics.
Yeah.
So
I love Tim. I've known Tim for years now through my old show, The Infinity Equation, and you know Tim's a great guy. And then of course now Zakanin is a regular.
Yeah,
I know.
Zakanin.
I love him.
It's great.
Yeah. I love that guy. Like, not only is he fun, he is a moderating machine.
Yeah.
Let him go. Like, you'll see him in the background just bringing stuff up on the screen as you're talking, and he's just like, oh, we're not going to talk about this. Okay, next thing up on the screen, you know. So
and always with the links in the chat.
Yeah.
I mean, like he's on it. Yeah.
Yes.
Except tonight. I don't even see him tonight. So
No, I think it's date night. So.
Date night.
Oh, he's trying to get.
But I mean, listen, it can't be understated. There's a lot of YouTube channels about toys now. A lot of guys are going live.
Yeah.
We talked about how you guys keep it lively. It's punchy. There's never a dull moment. There's never dead air.
Yeah.
That's not easy to do when you're doing an hour and a half, 2 hour show.
Not at all.
I appreciate that statement because I told him also, I was like, can't have dead air because I watch shows that have dead air. I watch shows where guys are in their phone half the show. I watch shows where guys look disenchanted, and people that come here every week, whether it's 20 or 300, they deserve your attention. And that's, you know, I'm coming here for a reason. I could bore my wife to tears about toy talk and she'll pretend she's interested. You know, I'm coming here to talk to like-minded people about this shit. So,
right. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but in my real world, not in my internet world, in my real world, I don't have a lot of friends that share this hobby.
No,
like most of my friends that I share this hobby with are online, you know?
Right. Yes. Exactly.
Yes. And I work at a comic book store. I'm like the only toy guy who works at the comic book store. So
yeah.
And I do want to talk about your side job, aside from YouTube.
Oh yeah,
your side gig at the comic. I do want to talk about that.
Yeah,
but I want to be clear. I'm not throwing shade at anyone when I say it's hard to do this and there's a lot of dead air and
no, neither us, because
I'm throwing a little bit of shade at Figure Fight Club, but besides him, no, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I mean, to gain the following that you have in just a year is pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, I mean, when we were like 4 or 5 months in, I was sitting down with Gaines and being like, I didn't expect anything like this, you know what I mean? So, you know, and it's crazy because, like, you know, we get a lot of people like live, which is really cool, but like we get way more on the replay. So, you know, like, you know, when that happens, you definitely know that, you know, the audience is there and they like what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like you see it and it happens. So it's really nice. Like I didn't think it was ever going to be what it was. I thought it'd just be like just some little, you know, sub talk channel that, you know, maybe we'd get like 500 people to watch once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
So
same here, man. But okay. Well, let's go to the chat.
Hell yeah.
Because I totally lost my train of thought right there.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys do this, but sometimes I get ideas in my head. I start thinking about them while the guy's talking. And then I'm thinking way too far ahead. And then I just lose everything.
Yeah. I'm always thinking in the fucking future and the past. I'm never right. Sometimes I'm never right there.
Yeah. All right. Talib, 1980. Yeah, man. Thanks for the tater chat. He says 3POA was my gateway drug to Jerk and Gaines. Big thanks to all you guys. And F those blue shirts. Is that an inside joke? I don't know. What's the blue?
That's
shirt?
the ones I tore
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It was funny when you came back with the same shirt that wasn't red.
You want to know something even funnier? And I'm not. So my wife had shirts hung up, and I do like the color blue. So after Tony mentioned that, I saw a shirt hanging up to dry on the door. You know, I don't like my shirts to get too snug. So she doesn't put them in the dryer. I want people seeing my nipples. So
I'm the same way. I'm always telling, don't put them in the dryer.
No, they'll get all tight around the neck.
And they wear out too fast.
I grabbed that shirt. Tony mentioned that. And I tore it off. Then I had to go to my drawer. I swear to you, the next shirt was a baby blue shirt. I was like, I can't do it again. I can't.
So good. I mean, you're a Jersey guy. You got a lot of T-shirts, right?
That's oh yeah.
T-shirt
and the V-neck. The V-neck is a northern New Jersey, New York thing. Especially when you're in shape, you're in the club, you're trying to get laid. Got to show that little bit of chest hair.
Just some rhinestones on it.
The Italian horn, whatever it takes.
Yeah, that's great. That's good times. Hey, thanks, Talib 1980. John Garrett is here with the Tater Chat. Thank you. My 3 favorite toy podcasters. That's high praise, John. Thank you.
High praise.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Have a great show. Thank you very much. And then look at who it is. Zakanin.
Oh, he's back up the gate.
He's here.
What's up, Zakanin? He's 3POAX Raw Dogs. LFG.
Let's fucking go.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm such a boomer, dude.
I don't know what half of those are. I have to look them up and put meaning in Google. I'm like,
I love the confusion.
I'm old. God damn it.
Dude, I'm such a freaking boomer. He goes, like, my kid calls me a boomer. My kid is Gen Alpha, and he's he thought he was Gen Z. I'm like, you're born in 2010. You're Gen Alpha.
Yeah,
okay, you're the skibbity toilet generation. He's always like, he's calling me a boomer. I'm like, I'm not. I'm barely Gen X. I'm a millennial, 81. Yeah. Like, what are you talking about? And then I beat him. No, not really.
But you should.
Yeah, I should have. Too nice. Zakanin says, like rock throbbing, pulsing hard. Oh, so hard. Like rock throbbing, pulsing hard. LP, you might want to have Gaines read this. Okay.
Oh, shit.
So, Gaines, you like going to clubs in Jersey?
Well, not anymore. I'm wifed up. There's like going to.
I mean, and he's New York now. He's New York. He lives upstate.
I live upstate now. I used to be a Long Branch guy, Brick, New Jersey, Asbury Park. Here's the problem with clubs when you're wifed up. Imagine going to the best toy store in town and you can't buy anything.
You window shopping.
I can't window shop at a club. I'm a horny guy. I'm a freak.
And you can get in trouble for that window shopping on top of that.
I'm like Scott Steiner without the steroids and
and math skills.
And math, I do have his math skills.
Yeah.
So what your wife gives you a hard time about buying toys and
No, my wife doesn't want me to bang with her girls.
Clarification.
Yeah, toys are fine. It's girls,
Well, the reason I ask is because our buddy Augie is here.
Uh-oh.
And he sent 10 3PO podcast memberships, baby.
I'll put my jerk glasses on.
Figure Fight Club with 10 3POA podcast memberships. Thank you so much, Augie. Let's see who got them.
Uh-oh.
Gunstar 1, John Morris, Father Son Galaxy, Toy Cartel, Brian Pierce, David R, Jason D. Williams, Brad Harper, Louis Strasser, Braven. Welcome to channel membership. Thanks to Figure Fight Club. By the way, we're gonna have a great after show. You're both welcome to stay.
Oh, I've never been a part of an after show, so I will come to the after show.
Guess what? You get to participate in trivia night.
I'm down.
It's 80s and 90s trivia. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if you win a prize.
Oh, I'll put my glasses on. I'll pay attention and
yeah.
Okay.
You get those Dahmers out and ready?
Yeah,
I'll bring those Steiner math skills. I'm ready.
I'm down for some trivia. I like this.
It was fun as shit, man. It was fun as shit last time I did it. So.
Well, I'm in.
Now, Jerk, since this is like the last round before we do the championship game, like you've already participated. You didn't win, but you can hang out while we do it and talk shit.
Very nice. I like the talking shit part.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
And then we got
I'll just be looking over Gaines's shoulder.
No cheating, Gaines. You can't look at the chat. Honor system.
Okay.
All right. Justin Booth. He also sent a 3POA podcast membership. Thank you so much, Justin Booth. I'm gonna take these off now. All right. So I don't know your guys' backstory, at least when it comes to anything really, but specifically the hobby. I don't want to know, whether you guys were natural or C-section birth. I don't want to go back that far.
Okay.
But I mean, Jerk, what was your origin story to buying toys outside of just being a kid that plays? Did you never stop collecting?
Oh, well, here's my thing. And this is a clarification on the work thing too. The town I grew up in is like a country town. So anything you had one of if you were lucky. Okay. So the actual store that I work at right now was the store when I was a kid. Because I had somebody on the stream, they're like, "Oh, Jerk, how could you say the store's 40 years old, when you're 45? You had a store when you're 45. No, the store I work at has been around for 40, years.
Damn.
So,
yeah,
so my origin is, my mom taught me to read with comics. So that got me into the comic store. And then, I had played with G.I. Joes, Transformers, Masters of the Universe, just like any other kid. But, you slowly kind of got out of it. And I kind of went to comics. And then, when the McFarlane Spawn shit came out.
Oh, yeah.
I had a job as a kid, when I was 14. So I was like, fuck, I'm buying that. And that's getting thumbtacked on the wall because that's what I wanted when I was a kid playing with toys.
Yep.
And that snowballed in the movie Maniacs, which snowballed into the early NECA stuff, and when Toy Biz put out the Marvel Legends, I was just got my driver's license. I was like, fuck, I went everywhere in the world to find every one of them and their variants. So
that was my gateway, dude. Once I was an adult, legally an adult, the Toy Biz Marvel Legends, that was it. It was over. It was game over for me.
I scoured the earth for those things. So,
yeah.
that. And that's pretty much, and then when Marvel Legends went to Hasbro, I started at DC Direct, because I hated the Hasbro Marvel Legends until recently, actually.
Yeah, it was a rough 3, 4, 5 years probably.
The first wave they made with the Ultimate Wolverine and the really shitty Emma Frost, I was like, I'm out. And I was done. And I put them all in a box because I was like, well, you're done. This is all garbage now. We used to we used to get paint and sculpting and dude, they're the worst out of all the Marvel Legends. The Hasbro's first 3 waves are the worst figures ever. They're
terrible.
Horrible. So
what about you, Gaines?
I never stopped, and I tell the story a lot. I'm not going to tell it. I almost got beat up at a mall because I was at an age where collecting toys, you weren't supposed to buy toys according to society standards. So I'm 14 at the mall buying Ninja Turtles toys because they kept getting more cool. Yeah. And I had a guy, from school look at my bag and make fun of me, all that shit. And that actually led me to join the wrestling team because I was like, I'm not taking this bullying shit no more. I ain't going for it. So I never stopped. I went to that shitty Powers of the Force with Star Wars out of high school for me. And I
wait. That came out when you were out of high school?
Well, no, I graduated in 95. So Powers of the Force was 92, 93, right?
No, it was 95. 94,
right,
95.
So yeah.
95.
Yeah, I think the only time I briefly stopped is when the PlayStation came out because gaming, that was such a dramatic change in gaming. It caught my attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And 90s toys weren't that great, if we're being honest. Powers of the Force sucked. They were all jacked and weird looking. And then McFarlane did come along and change the game a little bit. I never had a big gap in toy collecting. And I give that credit to my mother. My mother, we had toy therapy before it was a term. She loved to shop, and I loved to shop with her. She'd buy me a toy if I went shoe shopping with her. And it was a beautiful relationship. Me and my mother, my mom was a gangster when it came to shopping. And I, God bless her soul. she led me into this toy therapy thing. We all have to have a fucking thing, right?
Yeah.
And I know I'm drinking here, but I'm not an alcoholic. I don't smoke weed because of my job. I have a CDL. So this is my outlet, man. This is my gateway drug to happiness. Besides,
it takes a certain level of confidence just to keep collecting toys and just not like keep it a secret, especially when you're in that awkward teenager phase, you know?
Of course. And when I got my own place and I had it all hooked up with toys, women would come over and I'd bang them, and then they'd come over drunk. They would come over drunk on a Friday and then wake up and be like, "What the fuck is all this shit?"
Yeah.
You have a little
Jeffrey Dahmer's house.
I remember like Bobby telling similar stories, but of course he had that's what I do for work. He's like, I'm a toy designer,
That's
yeah.
Can't beat that though. I mean, that's
right.
That's a
because then like if you're in a career like that, then this guy's cool,
Yes,
and
absolutely.
she's all over you,
Some girls didn't get it, and the ones that don't get it, that's when you keep moving on. That's what probably led me to my wife, because she doesn't give a shit. What, as long as rent's paid and we're not living in the street, she don't care. She doesn't care what. I spent $300 at a stupid toy show today. She don't care. I don't think she cares. She's not going to watch this. So
my wife doesn't
say
care.
That out loud. Don't say that out loud.
My wife gets a little concerned when like there's always a package at the front
always
door. Or like today we go to the PO box and I get my big bad toy store pile of loot, and the box is like, I'm like, it's not that many figures, honey. It's just the the packaging is large. I got one of those great wolves from Loose Collector. I haven't opened it yet, but I've heard they're excellent. In fact, we can get into some pickups if you guys want.
I want to see the Loose Collector thing, man. Yeah. I would like to see that. And I
waited too long on that.
So you guys don't have the great wolves, the big giant?
I don't have anything from Loose Collector, and I was gonna
really.
No, my first thing is the American flag. Whenever that
I
comes.
thought you had the other Vampirella. You didn't get that one? Oh,
Mm-mm.
He's getting better with every release, because I've been with him with the Booby Lady figures since the beginning, and each one of them gets better. So.
Yes, they have.
I know the deal. There's not a lot. The order quantity isn't high. I get all of it. I don't want to get yelled at by some weirdo, but the price needs to.
And you know what? That is a fair and legit criticism, and that's not hate. No one's hating on Loose
Collector.
Collector. I love what they do, but the price point hurts.
Right,
big time.
And I'm gonna kiss your boy's ass. He's not here, but I bought a Valorverse figure for $30. Isn't he independent, quote unquote? I mean, so you can do it somehow.
And not even that; they're fully loaded. So not only you get a figure, it's fully loaded. Like even the Loose Collector ladies have like maybe 3 or 4 accessories. You know what I mean? It's not much.
Yeah.
I do want to get both of you guys on with Bobby, and I was telling Bobby about you, Gaines, because you're both Jersey boys.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Bobby, you got to come on and hang out with Gaines. He couldn't tonight, but I'm like, he's a total Guido. Can I say that? Is that racist? Did I just get canceled?
I'm from the 90s. Listen, man.
I've called him much worse. Trust me.
I mean, I grew up in towns where it was far worse to worry about than being called a fucking name. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you guys want to do some pickups?
Yeah.
Sure. You guys want to show off? I mean, I got a few things here. Jerk, you can go if you got something handy there. I mean, that's what we do. We always got new stuff coming in, so we show it off.
We really do, man.
I got
I kicked myself for not ordering that. I'm like, no, I have the first one. I don't need the new one.
I'm not gonna lie to you, LP. This is probably one of the best figures they've ever fucking made. Like everything about it, even the cape. Look at that. It's like beautiful black and red lettuce. Look at it.
What was I thinking? I could have got it. I was there on the website.
I got Gaines's upstairs.
It is nice.
Maybe I'll just give it to you, LP.
Yeah.
No. Give it to Gaines.
No, I know.
Did you get the Midlife Crisis Gomez LP? Were you able to get that pre-ordering?
The biker.
Yeah,
I did get it.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm just not a Gomez fan.
I love Gomez. I passed on the mech, but I actually have it on the way right now.
the mech or the
mech suit? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You know the mech suit that Bobby had in his mech suit video.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I was like, "What are you doing with that?" He's like, "Nothing. You want it?" I said, "You know I do." So he sent it to me. I'm like,
wow.
Oh, wow.
That's dope. That's
awesome.
nice.
Now, not for free, but for a really good deal.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But
A good
that
deal.
Titania. Go ahead.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
Jerk.
No. Go ahead. I got it right here. Yeah. Amazon, actually. I had to do this from Amazon. My distro, nope, they didn't give it to Diamond. So Hasbro must be mad at Diamond because
They owe 'em money. Yeah.
No,
yeah,
these-
because I ordered like 15 cases of each figure and not a one, dude.
These goof,
Not
these,
a one.
jerk. These Hasbro goofballs. You're talking about stop making toys. It's almost like they already have. You can't find that line
No.
anywhere. I was at
No,
a toy
I
show
had-
today. Everyone was reselling them shits for 55, 65 bucks.
Yeah, even Amazon
Yep.
has them for Prime, but like Wolverine's $36.99.
Yeah.
What the fuck's up with that? That's a new figure. And then I think Cap was like raised up like $10 too.
Oh my god.
But you know, Iron Man, her, and the Beyonder were all just $24.99. You get them the
Yeah.
next day. So
I
was
found
like,
all the ones I wanted at Target. I got
You
super
did?
lucky, I guess. Yeah.
yeah, I saw the roller skating fucking Iron Man at a GameStop, and I'm like, how many times do they want me to buy this same fucking Iron Man? So I'm like, no.
But he's got new roller skates.
He's got.
The
I
packaging
know,
is-
it almost got me. It almost
Yeah.
got me. I
And the
was like,
packaging
"Fuck
is-
them roller
is-
skates."
Packaging wasn't their idea. I mean, that was what was it Kenner who had that originally, but it is gorgeous.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
wouldn't they, with a wave that you're packing out Cap, Wolverine, and fucking Iron Man, why wouldn't that be like overprinted massively? Because they're not going to stick around.
Those are all their best sellers.
Yeah.
They put out like a handful of each one of those characters a year.
Yeah.
You'd think they would. You gotta
And
do the
Symbiote Spider-Man. He was fucking like you couldn't keep that on a shelf either. So
any Spider-Man. You gonna do the old boob paint removal on that Titania? You gotta.
Whoa. Wait. What? What are you doing here?
you take some what is it? You take a little bit of like acetone and just take that lighter.
Oh, you take that
purple
under
out.
purple shirt off.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then you get the big old T flesh.
Yeah, she never wore. I mean, in the comic, she just had her cleavage out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's got the plastic is in flesh tone. So
It needs to be comic accurate.
yeah, for sure.
She rolled with Kang. She rolled with Kang in the Claw, right? That was her like crew.
In Secret Wars. Well,
Now-
maybe no. Doom was the villain in Secret Wars.
LP, you're much like my cohort here. This comic book knowledge you have is just from memory, or do you still read comic books? Not in general, read comic books.
I do read comic books regularly. Mostly independent stuff recently. Although
Yeah.
I did get the Marvel Unlimited app
Mm-hmm.
last year to get the Red Suit Nova for my
Okay.
for my new Warriors team. And I was going back and reading all the old Chris Claremont X-Men stuff from like late 70s, early 80s.
You two are machines with memory.
I'm not.
remembering
No,
that shit.
listen.
Neither
I
am
am
I.
not I am not like an encyclopedia of comic knowledge. It's
Yeah.
I'm like semi familiar with a lot, but like an expert on almost nothing.
I have to go with him. Like I have a general knowledge of
All right.
everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's more of like an overview just from being around it forever. So
Yeah.
True.
you know.
Okay.
But I mean, I have more comics than I know what to do with, and I got
Yeah.
a backlog of stuff I want to read, mostly trades, because I'll buy trades now or omnibus.
And they're not
but-
cheap anymore, man. They're ruining the whole industry. I just wanted to bring that up. Like a trade used to be a way to get people like to be like, oh, that's value. I'll buy this and then get in new comics. Now every fucking trade is $50 or
Yeah.
$39.99. And it's like, I remember selling this 10 years ago for $19.99 without
Yep.
the fluff issues. So they're getting all too greedy with the way they make trade paperbacks because that used to be a huge revenue thing for us. And now it's like nothing because nobody wants to pay $50
Well,
to read Days of Future Past
No, geez, no.
when you
And-
used to be able to get it for $9.99.
and I mean, as I love supporting my local shops, but and there's not many left, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like it's hard to compete with Amazon when I can get them for half price all
Yeah.
of the
Oh,
time.
man.
You know,
That's
Mm-hmm.
absolutely right.
That-
It's
that
scary.
sucks.
We do that too. So I only carry a hand select amount of stuff, and then we buy used trades and we put them out for $5. So
yeah. Wh-
that's how
what-
we do it.
When I do go to my comic shop, I'll rifle through do the trades. I rarely get single issues anymore, but I always try to buy at least one, you know?
Yeah.
Like last time I took my kid, I got the Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 1. And there's so many of those. Like I can't afford to get them all. But
Oh, they're horrific. And then if you miss a goofy one, it could be like $250 for an omnibus. So
yep.
Wow.
Yeah. There's some of those Garth Ennis Punisher volumes. I've seen them sell for $500.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, for real, dude.
It's like at that point, if you just want to read them, just get the Marvel Unlimited app. It's like $100 for the year, and you get a figure. You know.
Yeah, but you know, they're like people who collect trades are like us with
right.
Like,
I know. I want the physical thing too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I know guys that are like, oh, I know I can buy this omnibus, but it's like a third print, and I want the first print version. You know what I mean? For my collection. So,
all right, Gaines. Before we get to some of your pickups, let's go to the chat. Earl Potts is here. Thanks, Earl, for the tater chat. He's a Jersey guy, I think.
Yeah, I'll be at Toy Con locked and loaded with a pocket full of cash I shouldn't be spending.
Nice.
Toy Con is one of my favorite events. And I'm the guy who throws a damn toy show. Toy Con is my favorite thing. It's like my Super Bowl for toys, you know.
It's awesome, man.
Toy Con is awesome. And I'm cool with Joe.
You go to the building, you're like, where the fuck am I in the middle of
nowhere? I love it. Yeah.
And then
the
you get
East Coast
in.
is the best for toy shows, man.
It is.
It is.
I'm not going to lie to you.
It's a tradition thing, LP. It's traditionally New York, New Jersey, and PA, too.
These shows have been running since like the 80s a lot.
Yeah.
Like
Lehigh Valley show.
Yeah, there's a Wayne show. Like, that's been running forever, dude.
Yeah.
Like, even my boss goes there to sell comics sometimes.
Yeah.
And I know, like, comic dealers who have been dealing there since I was, like, 20 years old. You know what I mean? So, like, you know, that's a show you could always depend on. Like, it's just, like, a part of being in that part of New Jersey. It's always there. So.
And all the cool independent toy companies are over there too. You know, you get the Four Horsemen.
Yep.
You got, you got Hasbro. They're not independent, but
NECA's in Jersey.
Nezco's in Brooklyn,
New York,
or
Queens.
Wherever. Yeah,
Queens.
Yeah. Aren't they on Long Island?
Yes. Well, that's where the warehouse is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because like when I get tracking, it's like Long Island or Fife, Washington, which is like 15 minutes south of me.
Well, that's what I was telling Gaines. The beauty of where I live, as soon as they give me tracking, I know it sits for one day and then I get it the next day because I live so close. It's like, that's the beauty with Mezco. I get it instantly every time. So
the thing out west, though, the thing that's cool it's in Cali, right? Is Frankensons. That is pretty cool, though.
If you want to get stabbed, like that's
awesome.
on prices.
No.
Like anytime I see videos, I'm like, what is that fucking G.I. Joe doing at $55? And it's like, whoa.
So, I'll go to Frankenson when I'm down there and not buy anything and still have a great time because there's so much cool stuff.
Yeah.
There's this one vendor that has this row of glass cabinets with nothing but Build-A-Figures. Like every Build-A-Figure, with piles of loose parts. It's all way overpriced, but it's just cool.
The rent must be
the spectacle of it.
The rent must be crazy high. The rent has to be like $10,000 a month there. So it's a big warehouse.
Yeah, and I mean they're only open on Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
You got to pull in the money then if you only open 3 days a week.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a flea market, so it's a lot of different vendors, but you can find good deals there. Like there's we call her the NECA lady.
Yeah,
she has a corner booth, and it she has everything NECA, and it's all retail price.
Yeah, and her Instagram page is great too.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Lou Caruso. Thank you for the tater chat. He says, man, you youngins talking about Gen X versus Millennial. I hit the big 5-0 on Monday. Dang, Lou. Congrats, looks way young for 50, man.
Well, congrats for hitting
Lou?
50. I do not, but he has an Italian name, so I guess we're family, like Rocco says.
I always see him at Joe Fest or Terrificon. Lou was there.
Nice.
Good guy. He just made a new Instagram account.
Okay.
For toys. Everyone check that out. Maybe he's a Kanan. Could put the link in the chat.
There you go. Kanan is
or Scott Hughes. Is Scott here? Hey, look at this. Now I don't have the cool video clip for this guy, but I'll play this because Boner James is here.
The
What's up,
boner.
Boner James? His profile picture there looks like a little like Justice Curry with the Marine haircut.
It looks like the guy from that horror movie too. But the guy with the briefcase, Jerk. What's that movie with the guy with the mask and the briefcase?
Oh, that's a couple of horror movies. I don't know.
I forget.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not Falling Down.
is it? I don't know.
Well, the haircut's on the money. I'll buy that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To me, it
Douglas.
just looks like a creepy serial killer.
He is creepy, but he is the man.
Yeah, and I love every version of picture you see of him. It's a different person, so you don't even know what he truly looks like. That's what I love about it.
Right on. Well, thank you, Boner James, for the super chat. He says, just subscribe Pants Lasers channel. Thank you. How to
Nice.
support my brother Jerk, who is a coxman.
Yep.
I might add, a coxman. Plus the icon Big A. I love Big A. Happy Saturday, everyone. Have a great weekend. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Boner.
That's
I
awesome,
thought of-
man.
Thanks, Bone. I thought about bringing out Big A tonight because he thought 3 POA meant 3 pieces of ass. So, but it doesn't.
I get that
It's
a lot,
cool.
and I also get like people that hate us call us 3 POS.
Oh God, man.
I love that one.
Man, you should make a T-shirt of that
I
one.
think
That's
you-
so good. I never even went there ever. That's a good one.
LP, you like to embrace the people that hate you, though, right? I noticed you have a good
Well,
knack for.
It's ridiculous. I mean, why do you hate us because of our opinions about toy companies?
Well, it's bizarre.
It is.
It's bizarre. Listen, whatever. I spend my money on a line that people say it's shit, say it's this, say it's that. Imagine if I got offended by that, and tonight I couldn't sleep because someone didn't like a fucking Robin figure from McFarlane. It's insane.
I mean, growing up, the big thing was like Coke versus Pepsi, Ford versus Chevy.
There was GoBots and Transformers, though. I do
GoBots,
remember that.
Transformers.
And I like both.
Yeah, but there wasn't like this. It's an internet thing because there was no there was no true vitriol over it. I don't think anyone was fighting over who was better, Ford or Chevy.
No, I think the only thing that I love the Knicks growing up, the New York Knicks, God bless them. They've let me down more fucking times than I can remember. And everyone loved Michael Jordan, rightfully so. I remember that, and the sports is different. Toys is something we all should like, connects us all. And I'm not saying it's not fun to say this figure is shit or this figure is better than that figure. Of course, that's fun. That is fun.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But not so much
it should be fun trash talk. To
Right,
me,
Yeah,
there
you
you go.
shouldn't be butthurt by anything
There you
that's
go.
said,
Right.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
There you go.
and plus, like, you're there for the person's opinion. So,
Yes.
like, you should know what you're kind of getting, unless you're a first time viewer. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, like, if
It's-
you can't handle an opinion, then I
the
don't
way-
know
it's
I don't know if you're here for a review or ass kissing. Like, what are you here for? You know what I mean?
And listen,
So-
if I used to love video games, and there was a video game reviewer that used to twist my tits because he would try to take jabs at Xbox. And I don't know why I love the stupid Xbox. They never done anything for me. But I was like, if I don't like his opinions, why am I stopped watching them? And that's the other simple thing.
and then you're done.
yeah, I was done. I don't even see the guy anymore.
You didn't even give it the
Dreamcast
thought
guys
to
do
be
that.
like, I
Yeah.
hate you, asshole.
Yeah.
I hope you die. You know what I mean? It's just like,
But
do something
LP
constructive.
LP does. He's fun. LP, you're a funny motherfucker, man.
Thanks,
I
man.
watch your fucking comments. You'll just because we follow the same shit. We're friends on Instagram. So if you make
Yeah.
a comment, I'm gonna see it, and it's
Yeah.
some funny shit. It's pretty good.
Mm.
Yeah. Then I
Yeah.
get called a racist. Oh well.
That was funny because
It was funny. Yeah.
the guy made the fucking figures.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it wasn't good for I don't even who cares? I'm moving
Yes,
on.
yes, yes.
Hey, Woody, our friend Woody here. What's
Oh,
up,
the best.
Woody? He says
Yeah.
popped in to say hi and bye. Back to Just Jeff. Just Jeff is like on a 24-hour marathon stream
Yes.
to
Yeah.
raise
Yes.
money to take care of his little puppy Dobby.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
raised, I think, like, dude, toy community always comes together. Sorry, Chad, I know you hate that word, but they really did. We raised, and I
Yeah.
say we, the toy community raised, I think, over $4,000 now.
Oh my God,
to
man.
pay for
He
his
des-
dog's
he
medical
deserved it.
bills.
Yeah, and
You
it's
know-
not cheap, man. That's probably that dog a night there is probably $1,000 a night. So like,
yeah.
you know, I had a very sick cat like that's a little bigger than him, and it was like $1,000
Yeah.
a night.
Dude,
So
between
that bill is big for him.
between the end of our you know, we had our last cat for 14, 15 years.
Mhm.
Between her, you know, putting her down and getting 2 new kittens last month, several $1,000s at the vet. Just
Yeah,
you know,
no joke.
with everything
No
that
joke.
you know, the vaccinations and all that stuff. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, they are. I cursed the vet out once since I was a younger guy, and I just was pissed off. I was like, next time you tell me the bill, you should have a gun in your hand and a fucking ski mask on, because this is fucking, you're robbing me with this shit.
Oh, I've been
Yeah.
killed. I've been killed, man.
It's a lot. It's expensive, man. It's you should be able to have pet insurance too.
I
But
should
it's a
have
whole
like
other-
fucking stock in that
All other stuff.
company. I've spent so
Yeah,
much
it's not
money
right,
at
man.
that animal
And
hospital.
what are you,
Right.
what are
my
you
life.
gonna do? You have your animal, he's sick, you can't do anything else. They got you by the balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially if they do a good job, you want to keep going back.
Well, yeah,
you know,
of course.
Right. Hey, we got New York City figure fanatic here.
Oh.
Member for 5 months. Thank you, sir.
That's my boy. Sold me
Oh,
a
this is your
giant
boy?
man. Well, he sold me a giant man, and he's a giant fella, so it was very, very
yeah,
cool.
except for we couldn't find him. We were looking for this
He was
guy
right by Bobby too.
at Legion's Con, and I'm like, Gaines, you've been set up.
I thought
by
I was
a
getting
fan,
duped.
brother.
I thought the next message was going to be, "I'm in the bathroom in stall 2. Open the door, and I'll be in there."
yeah, I got the giant man right through this hole, Gaines.
Yeah. You see that hole?
Got
He says, what's up, everybody? What's up, Mr. Figure Fanatic? How's it going, man? That's cool. He sold you a giant man.
He did at regular cost, man. It was very
Wow.
cool.
Super cool. Super cool.
Some people like me out there, and I appreciate every fucking one of them.
Lio Convoy Reviews. Thank you, Lio. He says, just picked up Nacelle's Biker My motorcycles for 40 each, 112 scale, lights, magnets, and effects parts. Hasbro sucks.
Now, is this the classic ones or the new one? Oh, the Nacelle. So that's the new ones. Okay.
Yeah, new ones.
I didn't know the bikes were out. That's cool.
You know who's throwing coin behind that whole franchise?
No.
Ryan Reynolds.
Wow.
Really?
Like,
Ryan
through
Reynolds is
Nacelle?
involved with the Nacelle company and The Rock, and they're gonna bring out the whole Nacelle verse, like this connected animated universe with
Really?
sectors and biker mice. And,
Oh, they're already doing comics.
I wish they
Yeah.
put the Sector's puppets out, man. That was a real.
That's
a
a miss.
letdown.
You can't do sectars without the fucking
I
puppet.
know.
Yes.
It needs to have the hand puppet.
All wrong.
that's
Yeah.
why they're all on clearance at Walmart. I'm
They
telling
are.
you,
I didn't want to say that, but they are.
if they had the puppets, I'd have bought them.
Absolutely. One of the
But
coolest things.
Yeah.
Was it? I mean, you're a little. I'm a little older than you.
Oh yeah.
I remember
boop, 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 boop on the
Sector's
glove.
coming out, and they were on clearance right away because they were competing with He-Man and Thundercats, as we have Lyle Convoy. So they didn't stand a chance at retail. But when you got your hands on them, and literally you stuck your hand in a fucking tarantula glove,
Yeah.
it was incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are a little bit older than me. I got him secondhand from my older cousin. When he was a teenager, he sold them to me. I was a little kid.
Yeah,
But I had the spider one and the guy on the blue fly, the big
so
dragonfly
cool,
thing.
man. Yeah,
And the wings would move and
yes,
love those things.
that's the guy who also did another kooky toy line. He's a real original guy. Damn, it'll come to me. He did something else that was like a puppet. Whatever. I met him at a.
Not Boglins or
He did do Boglins. There you go. Same
Okay.
guy. Same guy.
Cool.
So that's his thing. Puppets and Boglins are cool too.
Cool.
Yeah, they're horrible to get in collections nowadays because of
Yeah.
the fucking rubber they're made out of. Like
Yeah.
you put your hand in and it's like kind of goopy, and you're like,
A weird feeling.
Oh yeah, that's the problem with vintage toys. Sometimes you put
Yeah.
your hand in and you're like, oh, this
There's
is
a weirdness
gross.
going on.
Yeah,
There's like an old fruit roll up stuck in there. Yeah.
yeah. Oh god, you find everything, dude. You
Yeah.
find everything. Like even in Bobby's video that he had today, that little box, like we get collections like just filled with those things. You'll find like chewing gum, like little razor blades, like just everything horrible.
Hypodermic
man.
needles.
It's just everything, man. It's insane what you'll
Use
find.
condoms. Wait.
No, I hope not. Thank God. Those are outside the building.
Robert Diaz with the super chat. Thank you, sir. I just got my pile of loot from BBTS. I got 2 Gorgons. Gorgons from Fresh Monkey Fiction.
Nice.
What's the Gorgon?
I'm not
Isn't
sure.
that the enemy in fucking Small Soldiers? What is a Gorgon?
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
What is a Gorgon?
He pre-ordered the sled. Oh, the sled for Santa Claus. Also, the Kane County Toy Show is king. I'd love to go to Kane County someday. My sister used to live in Kane County, like 10 minutes from that place, and I never went. She lived there for 4 years. I wanted to fly out. I never did.
Where's that?
Chicago.
Oh,
nice. Big show, huh?
Huge. It's the one that Pixel Dan goes to every year. It's massive.
They have big Midwestern shows. Like, PowerCon used to be one of them, but
yeah.
But
cool.
we used to do Chicago Comic-Con, and that would fill up like New York Comic-Con almost.
Like C2E2,
it
that
was crazy. Yeah. Yep.
We got Doug Collector with the Tater Chat. Thank you. Ask your library if they have the Hoopla app. Free downloads of current comics and collected editions. At least 10 downloads a month.
Cool.
Good tip. Cool tip.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then Ron Ivy with the super chat. Hey, Ryan, I know you gave 1 cent more than I did last night, but sure would be nice if you pass those IshCon passes my way. Hey, you got it. Hey, Abby, are you here? Figure Fight Club? Yes. Ron Ivy. Send them to him.
Yeah.
He's good people.
Big Ron is the man. Gentleman. Southern gentleman.
Yeah.
I'm not flying out to IshCon.
Where is
I would love to, but it's just a lot.
Is that North Carolina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I fly out to the East Coast this year, I want it to be for Legion's Con. That's where I want to go this
year.
Oh,
nice.
You'll love it, dude.
You'll love it, dude.
And you'll see us there.
I'm gonna be dressed as a cave troll this year, so
I'll
probably wear a black t-shirt.
Yeah, I might
going
be there
drinking
for 2 days.
We will do it all. I'll do whatever the fuck you want. We're gonna go drinking. They even have a nice bar restaurant inside there that's like themed to the. It's really peculiar.
It was actually nice. It was fucking weird how nice the restaurant in that.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna stay the night that Friday because I'm actually becoming a little closer with Vitieri, Joe, who runs that thing. So
Gaines, we'll double up on that room. We'll make
good.
Cheap.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
so
can't
when
wait.
we get the date and the venue. We'll get.
We're just not gonna sleep like John Candy and Steve Martin did. And
see when we will when you fall asleep. I'm gonna creep right in there.
I ain't doing that shit, man.
Yeah. I'll see if I can put the Legion's Con trip on the Valorverse.
You'll love it, dude.
Credit card.
Yeah.
Bobby, fly me out. I'll work the booth with you.
I've been to a lot of shows, and that's a very special one.
It's an event. It's an
I
event.
liked it even better than Zolo, and I really like going to Zolo Con. So that I was shocked how good Legion's Con was.
Well, I mean, to hear Bobby and Jordan tell me about it, because they went, last year for the
we
first
saw
time.
them. They had a line around the corner the whole day.
Yeah.
Well,
they were just telling me about how it's like, it is a toy show, but it's really focused on customs.
Yes.
And I love that stuff, dude. I love custom one-of-a-kind pieces from diorama makers. Yeah.
And Bobby was also happy. There was a guy in line in front of us who had a box the size of it was massive. He filled that shit up with all Valorverse stuff. So that was cool to see.
Those Legions collectors are insane.
They
drop coin, dude.
Yes.
They drop thousands.
Like
absolutely.
At PowerCon, we were around the corner from Four Horsemen. And the Legion's Con, the Legion's fans would go through their line and they had pull carts full of Cosmic and Mythic Legions.
Oh, yeah.
And they make their way over to the Valorverse booth and get in that line.
Yeah.
And they would fill up more. Then they go to their hotel room, drop everything off, and bring the carts back down. Duarte was one of them. Yeah. Bring the cart back down and fill that thing up again. It's like, damn, these guys they go hard.
They want to save on that shipping. Like
they all look like me. Yeah. They're all bald with a beard too. So that's
the line to get into the like the Four Horsemen had their own giant.
They have their own room now at their show.
There was a line all day that was like 300 feet long. Like it literally went down a hallway, snaked, went back up the same hallway, through like a lobby, down another hallway.
Yeah.
Like
Damn.
all fucking day. Like I didn't even stand in the line because I was like, I'm not buying anything. I just want to browse. I'm not going to stand in a line for half the day to browse. So
yeah, that's nuts. I love that though, man. Like that's how it was for Valorverse at Joe Fest and PowerCon and DFW.
Yeah, it feels special.
Oh well, I mean, you get to meet everyone, you know, and everyone was super nice. Like at DFW, there was this whole like pay it forward thing that happened, started by our friend Jeff W. He bought a case of the Bloody Bone Collectors, and he said, I got the next whatever a case was, like 20. He's like, I got the next 20 people in line for the Bone Collector. Man. And then it kept going. Like the next person would do it for the next person and the next and the next, and it just kept going. And it was just really cool, man.
That is cool.
Yeah.
It is cool.
All right, let's get to a couple more of these. Congrats, Ron Ivy, on the IshCon tickets. And then we'll get to Gaines pickups because we're still doing that. 50 minutes in.
I got a few around me. I'm not right in my arm's reach, so don't look at my nuts.
K-Dog Broadcasting, thank you for the super chat. YoJoeJerk's voice is like silk. Don't know if he's ever heard that before.
No, like my own voice bothers me. So,
I hate my voice, dude.
It took a long time to get used to it, really. Like that was like one of the main things that stopped me from doing like any of the toy stuff was just like getting okay with talking. You know what I mean? Like, because I'd always want to be behind a camera, not in front of a camera. So,
right. I've said it before. Like my voice is Kermit. I get told Kermit the Frog or George Lucas. If you were a Muppet, you'd be one of the dudes in the band, right? You know,
I'd be the sax player.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd be the one with the big glasses and no eyeballs.
Thank you, K-Dog. Maximilian Tucker. Max, how's it going? Hope recovery's going well, buddy. He says, DFW this year since I'm not dead. Hell yeah, man. Maybe I can work that one in. We'll see. I don't know yet. And then Ron Ivy, another one. Thank you, sir. Thanks, Ryan and Abby. You guys are awesome. No, you're awesome, Ron. I appreciate you.
He is.
That's awesome. All right, Gaines. What did you waste your money on this week?
Okay. With my first pickup, I don't want anyone out there getting jealous. All right, because listen, this is a hard figure to find. But I got lucky, and I found the asshole lady from Acolyte for $5.
He's never gonna let the Star Wars go. He's
don't
never
get
gonna
jealous,
let it go.
boys. I know this is a tough one to find.
Did you watch the show?
I watched 3 episodes, and I felt really bad about my life. And when I saw the Asian guy's dick, I was out. And after they didn't show his. Listen, let me rephrase that.
Okay, yes.
She catches him taking a bath, and she looks down. She's a pecker checker, and then I got to think about what she's looking at, and it was obviously the guy's dick. I don't want people putting thoughts in my brain, LP.
Did you see his dick root?
You didn't see it, but I had to think about it. What does it look like? Is it circumcised? Is it long? Is it short?
In a galaxy far, far away.
In a world where dicks. Yeah, whatever.
Maybe it's got, since they're
a long time ago.
Maybe, I mean, they're technically all aliens, so maybe it's different. Like it has maybe it has a claw on the end.
Maybe she was like looking at it because it was like 2 dicks.
Bifurcated.
I did get this though. Look at that.
Oh, that's a good mezco,
man. You did it. I told you he's the best.
Smart.
This is dope. This is fun. It's fun.
Yeah, I told you it was so good.
And
I'm glad Mezco didn't send me the one I fucking ordered. So
now I will. This is where the toy community makes me laugh. Listen, I don't like. We all already said you collect what you collect, right? And I hear about how fantastic this Star Wars line is, and it's not Hasbro, and the articulation is sweet. Head sculpt is okay, but why the fuck is his hair gold?
Oh, the figure arts. Yeah, I don't know why.
I warned you that they use that gold. They use gold as an undercoat.
Why would it be gold? Now, the Toy Mayor, Toy Chase gave me a deal, so I'm not going to lose my mind over it. And I like to experience toys, LP. Oh, well, good.
This is the Mafex.
That's better looking.
Yeah, this is the Mafex from it's technically the Mandalorian version.
Oh wow.
Okay, LP, this is going to be hard to resist. I will trade you these two for that.
I have the figure arts. I don't have the Acolyte. I don't.
Listen, I will say this about the Acolyte. Having watched that Section 31 bullshit in the Acolyte, at least the Acolyte tried to do some original shit where Section 31, which was a Star Trek show, tried to be Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, I haven't. I watched Picard season 3, and that was
Oh.
I like that one.
Well, no. The ice episode is the one that was just stupid. Some of them were really good. Every other episode was good in Picard, in my opinion.
They scared me away after
and I got
season 2. I was done.
Oh,
I got the Sad Viper.
I love
Sad
him.
Viper. Blake Tarpley says Toy Gains is all about peeking at cocks.
Yeah. Yeah. I have had experiences at Gold's Gym, and Blake was there to hear them stories.
Oh no.
I've seen a lot of old dicks. It is what it is. A lot of old rusty dicks. My dick one day will be old and rusty as well. So
some saggy balls.
My wife, God bless her.
I got my my loot box from Valaverse today.
Oh baby.
I didn't get any of the old stuff, but I did get some more Series 5. So I got another Sidewinder and Trigger, and I don't remember, but I was really happy that I got the blowback because I'm putting together like a jungle team of Steel Brigade with the green Steel Brigade helmet from the gear pack, the heavy Steel Brigade. So
yeah,
but I mean, what I know I'm shilling for Bobby, but
listen,
they're good toys,
dude. It was $140 for like 8 figures or something. It was crazy,
that's nuts,
dude. So that was cool, but I also
and Gaines is in love with a Valor
and I like this guy. This
He's
guy looks like
love.
this is Be Real from Cypress Hill. I love this figure.
That does look like Be Real.
Oh
my god,
Be Real.
That's
I
cool.
love. I like. At first, I was lukewarm on it, but the more I get, the more I'm starting to really love this shit. So,
yeah, and
well, let me know what you want because I got some extras over here. I'll send it to you.
I'll let you know on that one. But I've always liked all of his villains from the beginning. Like,
the villains were fun, and the girls, jerk. The girls and the villains were
too.
Let me tell you something. You like villains?
Yeah.
Series 6 all villains, and I've seen 2 of them.
Really,
dude? They're friggin' cool. Like I know.
I found this on the web.
Shut up, Siri.
It is
like your tentacle porn is ready.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell is? I know that like the people that hate me will be like, "Oh, you're shelling for Valaverse." I'm telling you, these 2 villains that I saw, it's gonna change, and it's like a new faction. It's so cool. Anyway,
did get dropping that shit?
Got the juices flowing.
Did man, it made me turgid.
Nice. Isn't that fun, man? we've seen toys. We just had stories about collecting toys our whole fucking lives. Yeah. To still see a new toy and get excited, man, that really is fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Jerk.
When that dude showed off that fucking RoboCop shit, I lost my mind.
You did.
Those villains of old Detroit, like,
yeah,
that is beyond my wish list. Like, I wanted Clarence Bodiger, not his whole fucking gang.
Whole crew.
Getting the whole gang. Cool. Yeah.
Whole crew.
Yeah. I also got another Fisher Rice. You guys got the Fisher Rice from Cosmic?
No. Why is everyone getting this figure all of a sudden? What's going on with him?
Well, I got one, but he comes with so many parts that you could make like 6 different versions of him. Like there's alien heads and 2 different helmets and an unmasked helmet and then the space helmet and there's different legs and different arms.
Oh wow.
I was worried about Cosmic because I felt like it just wasn't hitting like Mythic was, but it looks like it's turning the corner and people are all of a sudden interested in it.
Like PowerCon 2023 was like my first little taste because I got their exclusive Cosmic Legions that they had there, the 2 of them. I was like, man, these are pretty cool. So I'm not like all in. I don't buy a ton of them, but every now and then I'll get one. So I got this one when it first came out, and I didn't realize it came with so much. Yeah, it was like an army builder. So I threw another one in the pile of loot, and it came today. And it's just, I mean, they're so well like painted and sculpted and designed. They're just really cool figures.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah,
I have a few of them. No,
Go ahead.
I have the big green guy that looks like the fucking Mucinex man, and I love it, but he can't move.
That was the first one I ever. You got the big booger dude.
Yes,
I never got him.
I like that piece though.
Yeah,
It is a cool figure.
It's a fun
When
piece.
I
It's just
saw
like-
it in person, I was
It's
like,
fun.
"Oh, that is really cool."
Yeah.
I don't collect Legions or Cosmic, but they are the best painted toys. Like,
Yeah, they are.
They are amazing when you
And
see them. They're
I don't know
beautiful.
if it's all bullshit, Jerk, but the team of people that work for the Four Horsemen were some of the nicest people I've talked to. Now it could all just be because they're selling me a toy, but
Nah,
when I
I've
found
seen
out-
enough of them at different shows and different people working for them. They're all nice. Everybody who works for them.
when I found out Corn Boy, who was a McFarlane toy back in the day, worked for them, I was like geeking out. I love that toy. Corn Boy was the shit.
Mm-hmm.
we'll get back to Corn Boy in a minute here,
Good.
and the Four Horsemen. But
Okay, good.
I also got this knockoff. This is a knockoff CT Toys. Yeah, this is a knockoff of the first Mafex figure.
Huh.
And
the
that's
Andrew Garfield, Amazing Spider-Man. So this is Mafex 001, but it's of course CT Toys there, so it's not the real thing. But dude, I gotta tell you, CT Toys, if they ever get caught, man, they're gonna. The heat is on right now because these are good.
Well, they just change their name every couple of years, and they're fine. That's how they do it over there. They just change the company name, and they keep going. Change the company name, keep going.
I will say, right, Jerk. That's the one thing about like when that company that bootlegged the Ninja Turtles that NECA made, the comic ones, famously. NECA just let them do it, but they didn't have a name connected to them really. Like CT Toys is like people are making full videos dedicated to them.
Yeah, well, I don't think they wanted that, and it just, people like Rocco blowing them up with like a gazillion views.
That was like his favorite.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and everybody and their mother had those things. Like CT was giving them out to reviewers.
Yeah.
Oh my God, guys, hold on. Sorry, I need to refresh this.
Do it.
I'm looking at the Cursed Dead. There is 2 minutes to go on Cursed Dead. They are at 184,000. But here's the thing. Even though it's ending, they're going to keep late backing open. So if they hit stretch goals, they unlock. And you can add those stretch goals to your order right now.
Wow.
Including this one, the Mangler.
The Mangler.
Which is, I mean, obviously a fish guy, very Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Looks like the enemy from Castlevania too, in that fucking underground water part. For Christ's sakes!
I never played Castlevania.
What?
Yeah.
What? And you're gonna tonight? You're playing it.
Listen.
No Ghostbusters, no Castlevania.
You never played Castlevania?
The thing with video games is that my parents would not buy us a Nintendo unless me and my 3 siblings all got at least a 3.0 in school.
And that didn't happen.
Well, my oldest brother was a big friggin' loser, and he never got it 3.0 on his report card.
He never got a Nintendo?
Okay, but he graduated in 94.
Okay.
And me and my sisters in 94 got 3.0s. And by that time, it was Super Nintendo.
There you go. Okay.
So, yeah, so I mean, Castlevania started off on the NES, so
good.
We never had one. I'm sure. Well, I guess it was on probably the Super Nintendo too.
Oh yeah, that's Super.
It was Super Castlevania.
Yeah, and that's a great one.
Well, Castlevania is there's the Castlevania collection that's on PS5, Switch, and Xbox, and I start there because you could rewind if you die and all that nonsense. So there you go.
Okay. Yeah, but Manglers, you can add these to your order, and once and they will, I think, hit what is it, 225 or 250, the next stretch goal. I think I'm confident they'll hit it. You can add it to your pledge if you want, and it'll count towards that. So I added one of these to mine just because I want a fish guy.
I like the fly guy. I love people. I learned something about myself from last week's show. I like dudes in lab coats, so I got to get that fly guy.
That was the one that I got. Like that was my go-to. Yeah, I got rotten maggot fly man with the flesh being ripped off. It's so cool.
Quite the name.
Yeah, Dr. Crane. That's what it is.
Okay, he's a doctor, so you got to listen to him.
Right. Yeah.
He's a professional.
Well, hey, so when I asked you guys to come on the show, what was it, yesterday or 2 days ago or something?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what we're talking about. We'll just hang out and talk about stuff,
Yeah.
talk to the chat.
Yeah.
But then what happened this morning?
Bunch of shit was announced in my
Dude.
Yeah.
The timing couldn't have been better.
And I know. We got some picks or what? Because this is Jerk's wheelhouse. You got the man right there, the fucking YoJo.
Well, to a point, I do other shit.
I mean, you're called YoJoe. Sure.
Yeah, I know. It was clever branding at the time.
Yeah.
Now, I know on this channel we give Gridiron a hard time. But, dude, what bad timing for them. They showed their Ostriker, like, I'll call it a knockoff, whatever.
Yeah.
Yesterday and this morning, Hasbro drops this. It's like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
And they want 200 for their, they're, for those that don't know, I'm sure everyone does. They're the 3D printing toy company.
Yep.
So obviously that means their prices are higher.
Yep.
But they have their own version of the Ostriker. It's $200. I'm pretty confident that Hasbro's with the figure will be 100 or less because the Vamp was $100, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ostriker's a bit smaller than the Vamp.
Yep, less plastic.
Yeah,
it'll still be $100. It'll be 100.
I don't know. I think we're gonna be at $89.99.
Okay.
Or like 95 or something.
What
you can't really put it next to a Vamp you sold somebody for $100 and be like, this is the same value, because it isn't. It's less plastic.
Wasn't there a cannon on the original? Oh, they have a heavy. It's kind of different. There's something different.
Yeah, they got like a 50 cal on top.
Okay.
They got that third seat there.
Yeah, there was never a third seat.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool. Listen, everyone thinks I hate classified. I collect classified. I pick and choose. I love this.
And Bobby had a classified in his top 10 figure of the year. It was, I don't know who it was.
Bobby is a huge G.I. Joe fan, even though everyone thinks he hates it. Bobby, understandably, hates Hasbro.
Yes, and he has every right to.
Right.
Yeah.
He loves G.I. Joe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This looks good, though. I mean, I hope it has the shock in it. That was always fun as a kid to push that thing up and down on a little shock. It was so fucking gratifying, man.
Yeah.
This is a fun. Listen, if they're going to continue the classified line for as long as they can, they keep putting out things that are classic and look this good. God bless them.
I mean, I think for like 6-inch scale vehicles, this is a good size to go with. It's not a motorcycle, which we have a million of, but it's something a little bit bigger. It'll still fit in a detail for on your shelf. It doesn't take up too much room. You can put 3 figures on it.
Mm-hmm.
This is cool. I like this a lot.
Yeah.
I like the whole thing. Even the reuse everywhere. It's still like good for all the loadout and stuff because that is all like the loadout is like 90% reuse, and even that it's fun. So
we got some prices in the chat here. B&B says $79.99.
That's fair.
Sam thinks it looks like shit. Okay, I mean, hey, that's cool.
Well, it doesn't look exactly like the original, and I like that because it's been classified a little bit to be different. Like if they made everything exactly the same, I wouldn't like it.
Well,
I like that they changed things a little. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm okay with them like updating stuff, like adding that third seat with the 50 cal. But I mean, to each listen, I'm not like the G.I. Joe fanboy who has like nostalgia for it. I do a little bit for certain figures, but I never read the comics. I never watched the
good to have. It's almost like fresh eyes. You want someone that has a different opinion, and that's good.
Our buddy Lou says word is $99.99. Even I mean, I think it should be less than the Vamp, but I'll be honest, dude. I'll pay that.
Yeah, I like this. I mean, I want a 10 of all vehicles. This was a smart one though, because like you mentioned, the size isn't massive like a his tank, and you can put it on retail. It'd probably be at freaking GameStop of all places. But
yeah. So Kanan agrees. Looks weak. I mean, that's hey. Listen,
it's not like it's an impressive buggy.
It's not the most. It's not the most impressive Joe vehicle to begin with. It's a buggy for going to the beach and have a surfboard on the top. So let's not,
I mean, but for me, a dude that has a ramen tank coming, 3 ramen vans, I already got 2 ramen racers. I got 5 Vanguards. It's like, space is at a super premium now, so this is perfect.
Oh my God, yeah.
This is absolutely perfect.
Yep.
Put this up against the hiss.
Yeah, fucking roll right over it.
Right.
3 dead guys, one with a mustache.
They showed us a whole slew of figures, including a Breaker version 2 or Master.
Yeah. I would say this is like retro, basically, if he was green, but
I do like the bubblegum head. It gives him some character. It's unique. This is not a must-have. So I like when I see things in this day and age.
Yes,
it's not a must-have. Like as you just mentioned, Space LP. I'm at a fucking premium too. I might have to sleep with my toys to fucking display them.
I mean, for me, this is like it's not bad. It's just very vanilla, and it's like I can take it or leave it. I'll probably leave it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean literally, it is grunt. Like that's even Grunt's like overlay. It's just Grunt.
Got the little flip out computer on his chest there.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun if you don't like the classified version. You know what I mean?
Right.
Then you're good. So.
Oh, hey, I almost missed these. Hey, Justin Booth, thanks for the tater chat. Toy Gains and YoJoeJerk's personalities are a lot like my older brothers. They're always invited to the family barbecue. Listen, you guys get the personalities, and that is key to having a following like you have gained.
Yeah.
Well, Justin, thank you. I do like potato salad too. I'm one of them weirdos that love potato salad. A lot of people hate on potato salad.
Well,
I'm here to tell you it's the shit.
If they make it tart, then it's gross. Like German potato salad is gross.
Oh, no, I don't like that.
But standard, potato salad, hell yeah.
Okay.
German potato salad, they put like that horseradish in it.
I don't mind that shit either, though, man.
That shit, man. I can't even look at it. I'm like,
I don't mind that shit either.
And then our buddy Thomas goes nostalgic all the way from Florida. He's probably going to MegaCon, I bet.
He's a great guy.
He was really nice.
Cool. He is.
Yep. He came all the way to Connecticut.
Whoa.
To buy some elite Praetorians. Yeah. And I got to hang out with him. Nice guy.
Yeah, he's cool.
He says Jerk has some crazy hairy vibes. The best Muppet.
Thank you, buddy.
Awesome. All right. So we got Breaker. So the first Breaker came with the Ram cycle, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're getting mass device, so I guess this is going to be like the theme of like a buildo something, I guess. Sure. So because it looks like a single release, it's not deluxe, whereas the other one was. So
think it'll be on a retro card? Well, maybe not because it's mass device. Maybe
I don't think it will be, and I think you'll get a green one on a retro card. This is a definite double dip, like. He will be painted green and he'll be on a fucking retro.
Yeah, I can see that.
Mark my words.
Fucking raisins there.
You like raisins in your
tater
salad?
We're not friends anymore, Gaines.
I don't like that. I do like fucking. I think I ate it one time and it had like peas in it, and it was good, like green peas. Yeah.
I've seen people
Cuban style
peas in the shit, and I'm like, damn. That's
it was.
How the hell did that work?
I think it's Cuban style or so. I don't know. What the fuck am I even talking about? Potato salad?
People are trying to get too fancy with that. You don't got to add all that stuff.
Yeah. Mayo, salt, pepper, potato.
What's this lady works on tanks, so I'm assuming that sledgehammer is like to get the fucking tire off the fucking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or knock off a wheel or something. You know what I mean?
And this is more the.
This is the Gaines to leave you alone at the club in Jersey sledgehammer.
This is more the cartoon style look for her, right?
Cover girl, right?
Yeah, because in the comic,
you guys.
Honestly, I am very weak on the G.I. Joe comic books, the early Marvel ones. I didn't read them as a kid. I was reading X-Men and shit. So to me, I don't remember CoverGirl's hair in the cartoon. If it was red and it was blonde and like,
I'm getting mixed it up.
Yeah, but this is amazing. Like this is such a makeup for the shitstorm as the other one. So
I love the fucking hat head.
Yeah, if the renders are a good representation of what the final product will look like, this is a home run. I mean, like Jeff Morris, he says, at least CoverGirl doesn't look like Joan Rivers.
Oh, that's a fucking she with that forehead was like a 7 head.
That's why I didn't buy it. I was like, this is I can't.
But
I don't.
If you put the Black Widow, one of the 7 heads that Hasbro gave you, on that body, you got a nice looking figure though. But
Yeah,
I shouldn't have to customize
Carter.
every fucking toy I buy.
Yeah.
But this looks good. I like that.
Does look good.
Goes with a nice little wrench there and that laser rifle.
Absolutely.
I love the whole thing. And honestly, it looks like brand new legs for the ladies. So we got new tooled legs instead of those fucking what is it? The
Lady J
legs. Yeah. That they've been using over and over and over. So
and I suppose the stand means it's a retro card.
There you go.
Oh yeah, this when they
observation.
when they show them with the old school shit behind them, the explosion. Yeah, they're usually retro card.
That's cool.
That's how my wife sees me when I enter the bedroom and we're ready to get down. That's how she sees me. LP, boom, with the fucking explosion and a sledgehammer. My 3 inches put in the fucking power, baby.
The 3-inch sledgehammer.
Hal Jordan called it. This is very Sydney Sweeney.
It is. It does look like someone, and that's fun.
Yeah,
it is. I love that Hasbro does that, where everybody just slightly
looks like
somebody. I love that. So,
well, you remember the first Breaker looked just like Dwight from the Marvel team. This looks completely different from the first Breaker.
Yes, that's a whole new head sculpt. Definitely.
All right, this is some sort of Viper, I'm sure. I mean, it looks cool.
No. Okay, this is when I got out of G.I. Joe as a kid. I just know him because, I have to go through wikis and stuff. This is, what is it, Killon, and he is a distant cousin of Destro. So,
he looks like he got dressed in the dark. I'll tell you that much. No lights were on.
If you've seen the vintage toy of this, it's a ridiculous clown show. So, what they did to update him, he does look better. You know what I mean?
I love the 2 head sculpts.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell's going on with the other one. It looks like a transformer head, like an old
fallen.
Angry. Yeah, some kind of
tongue is out. Look at that tongue with the drip.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
I like silly, crazy stuff like this.
Yeah.
The green and maroon and yellow.
And the gun is spot on to his vintage one.
That's cool.
The vintage weapon. Now, I don't remember him with swords or anything, so that's an ad. So
yeah.
But I'm with you. I like the goofy shit in G.I. Joe. Even the stuff that has no any nostalgia for me, it's okay because that's the fun stuff that I didn't get as a kid. So this point. To me is I didn't have them as a kid, so now I kind of am interested. It's fun.
The one thing I would prefer is tone down the colors, do more blacks and grays with it.
But like I said, bring up the vintage one and you'll be like, oh, they did. They definitely did.
Is this Darklon?
Yeah.
Oh, Darklon. Okay.
Yeah.
He has a Gatling dart gun.
It's almost like a Deathstroke, but
the sword's new tooling. They've never given us that before.
No.
So that's brand new. It looks cool.
Looks a little Conan-esque a bit there.
Yeah, I like how the hilt has the ruby in it being pinched. It's pretty cool. I'll give it to him.
And a bird claw.
And his fucking evil eyes. I didn't even notice that until you got in close. Look at those things, man. He's got evil cat eyes Man, he's fucked up under there with the green skin and shit.
He's got issues.
Yeah.
He had a bad childhood for sure.
Yeah, he didn't have Castlevania growing up. I'll tell you that much.
I'm getting a colorblind Deathstroke vibe here.
Yeah,
he just woke up and put on whatever. He's just it's all fucking gray.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Darklon. I like that. And then someone in the chat, maybe it was Robert's Infinite Realms, called this the ketchup and mustard divers.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they were in the cartoon for the mass device. So they had a diving scene and shit. So I mean it's complete reuse and it's fun for army building, but this is a giant pass for me. They are good figures and all the shit they come with is fun, but I don't.
It's funny.
It's like buying an action diver again, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
when we were kids, you probably loved this because you'd play with it in the fucking tub.
Oh yeah, oh
And
yeah.
now as an adult, a swimmer on my shelf.
I'll
just
still play
doesn't
with it
look
in the
cool.
tub. You kidding me? Or we build these in the tub.
Have them all lined up.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
do
I mean,
like the colors. They
They're
look
kitted
cool.
out. I just don't need a diver on my shelf. Maybe,
Now you notice like each one of these comes with like a
does.
mass device crystal.
Yep.
Like Breaker had one.
Yeah, they all fit on the big machine. Like in the
Yeah.
cartoon, they were gathering all the chunks. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the snake eyes with the bear came with the other piece. But
Yes.
I could swear it was only 3 pieces for the mass device, but I haven't watched the cartoon in 1,000 years. So
This is a new mass device.
Uh-oh.
I think these are all the pieces we've seen before. It's just like pretty simple repaints.
yeah, there's nothing new here except for the mass piece device. But it's a cool like way to
It is cool.
reuse. You know,
I like. I mean, it's for the diehards. For me, this is also a pass.
Yeah.
Easy,
But,
easy.
but
pass.
this is like Woody. Woody's gonna buy like 500 of these. You know what I mean? So like Woody probably saw this and got him.
Already got them.
Yeah.
You think the machine is coming? The whole thing that they put.
Oh, the
crystals
whole.
on?
I do. Why would they
I
make
don't
them
know how they're gonna do it.
It's so big. It's like the big cannon thing on
And
it.
not only that, if you sell it without the crystal pieces, that's like bullshit. You know what I mean? That's like when NECA sold the fucking Predator trophy room without all the skulls. You had to buy every Predator figure to get the skull to put in there. And then they were like, uh-oh, people are mad. And they did a mail away pack afterwards.
Oh,
People lost their minds because they're like, I can't get that $200 Elder Predator for a fucking head. So,
Max says the mass pieces are reused from the original Dr. Mindbender.
Yeah.
oh, see, I didn't take those out of the package at all. So I just took Mindbender out and left all the shit in the box. So
I passed on Mindbender as someone that's not a hardcore fan. I was like, I don't need codpiece, monocle, shirtless, sleeveless
see,
overcoat.
for me,
man.
that's the reason why I needed all of it. I was just like, oh man.
Yeah. I mean, I like silly stuff, but you know, it was a con exclusive, and
oh yeah,
You have to draw a
it
line
was
somewhere.
not easy to get. Either.
No.
like that, like all sold out and got people pissed off and everything.
Yes, it did.
So yeah.
California Red Devil, Scuba Steve.
Yep.
I like this Flint. It's a good.
Looks great.
Retro Flint.
I
This
think
is
it's
what-
perfect.
This is what we wanted to begin with, but it's here now. You know, it's good.
My Flint, I cut the whole like body armor off the straps there, like in between.
Yep.
You know,
And
and
did
now
it-
they've done it. So,
But did it when you did that LP? Did it resemble this, or was it like a mess underneath there?
well, let me see if I can. I might have thrown it in a bin. My
Okay.
GI Joes are all up above my head here.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I threw it in a bin. I don't remember.
Oh, that's sculpted in. I like that even better now. Actually, that's not an overlay. That's actually on the torso. Oh,
Is it?
never mind. Never mind. That was just
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
I
not
thought
good.
it was for a second. I was like, whoa.
And look at all these extra hands now. They're doing
I
that
know,
more
look at
often. That's
that.
good.
Yes.
Isn't that crazy?
And that's a proper shotgun.
Yes, finally.
Yeah.
And hopefully there's not a big old thing on his fucking back to hold it. That was the worst.
Yeah, the big
That
old shotgun sleeve.
holder.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad. That
Okay.
instantly got torn off mine. I just heated it up and cut it right the fuck off.
Look
But
at
yeah,
this.
they even nailed it to the backpack, everything. So
Got a gun cradling hand there.
yeah, not even that.
Really?
Look at his wrists. They actually have an extra overlay to make his gloves look like
yep.
yeah.
Look
they
like
sure
the
do.
worker gloves. Yep. It's a good. It's a good.
Yeah, couldn't ask for better. It's just like Duke. They did the retro
Yeah.
Duke perfect, and now
Love the
they've
retro
hit-
Duke. Yeah.
For how
Right.
vanilla that figure is, I love it. Like he's the most vanilla figure ever made, and he's amazing. I love him.
I mean, these are the ones I really like in GI classified.
Yeah.
I got I mean I
Mhm.
even I got the Duke. I got the general what, Falcon or Hawk?
Hawk.
Mhm.
Hawk is awesome.
Hawk.
Yeah, Hawk's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, they look good, man. With Airborne up there, they're vanilla, but I think they look.
One
cool.
classified.
I love
is good.
them.
When classified is good, it's pretty good. But when
Yeah.
there's shit like the cover girl with the 5 head that looks like
Yeah.
Joan Rivers,
Yeah. Yeah, there's misses along the way.
Yeah. Falcon's a miss. Joan Rivers is a miss.
Yep.
Can't win them all.
And this is the kind of silliness that I like when they lean into ninja and samurai and stuff.
Mhm.
So this is cool. I mean, this guy even comes with a giant freaking hat.
I love it. See, that
That's cool.
sold me. I
Yeah.
was just like, he's got the cloak and the classic hat and all the heads and
The fencing mask and like the Oni masks there. That's
yeah,
cool.
I really like this. I'm not gonna lie. And most of the weapons look like new tooling. Most of them, like there's shit I haven't seen like on other figures. Like the axes look new.
I'm not digging that side. That looks
that's Bobo
silly.
as fuck, man. That thing looks like
like some Dollar Tree action figure accessory.
No, that looks like a gardening tool. It's like in the back, planting carrots.
And I wish they would move away from the big, deep cutout crunch. Like I like the way they did Bazooka. The ball joint at the torso and the diaphragm.
Yeah,
it's one of the few that have that diaphragm cut as Bazooka, though. It's weird.
Yeah.
That's one of them's definitely Storm Shadow version 1. The red guy is definitely Storm Shadow, and I'm sure the other guy is probably just fucking Ralph. What's his name? Nunchuck. So
now I'm familiar with Slice and Dice. Are they both bad guys?
Yeah, see, when we saw the leak pictures, I called them Ninja Force, and somebody in the comments was like, "Those were Cobra." I was like, "Oh, sorry."
Yeah, you will get fucked up, man.
Yeah, sorry.
Late game GI Joe. I
Yes.
took a turn towards Ninja Turtles because that comic came out and I lost my mind. So,
and they went hard in the ninjas, and I wasn't like, for GI Joe when at that time period, I was like,
I went in waves in my 80s. I was Transformers Joe, Motu, then I was Thundercats, Ninja Turtles. So,
yeah,
we got iconic blood 666. Sly goes on the forearm sheath on Slice.
Oh, okay.
That's cool. I like that.
It looks like a really good 2-pack for
they come in a lot of shit.
What I mean?
And the heads were great.
Yeah, there's usually somebody in a 2-pack that's kind of like me. So I really like.
I think they both look good. I just from that size is a joke, but everything else is pretty damn good.
Nah, I even like the update on them. Like they've been updated, and then they gave them the extra heads that are different and the loadout. So I like.
Well,
it.
you know what I'm gonna do? I mean, all these weapons, they'll probably be gummy messes. I'm just gonna grab my. I mean, I got piles of articulated icons weapons that I can use these days.
Yep, and that was all those like that shit. Their weapons were awesome, man.
Yeah, they were.
I made a bunch of Storm Shadows out of all their shit before they even made Storm Shadow.
Now
it was hard to let that guy go when they made him. I was like, oh, sweet prince, go into bed.
If you're in a fucking street fight here and you're fighting for your life and you have a choice of these weapons, what are you going for?
This one.
You win. You got
AK.
That's like Indiana Jones, the guys with the sword up there, and he's just like, boom.
Yeah. Okay.
No. I mean, if I had to choose one of these, probably this gnarly like hook axe.
What is that thing? That thing has
Because
a name.
It looks nasty, man.
Stab him in the gut and then rip his entrails out with the hook.
Yeah, that'll fuck you up, man.
That's gnarly, right?
That looks like a good choice.
Yeah. Yes, the Cairo Swordsman. Yes, that's one they should have done in the Adventure series.
Absolutely.
Like damn Cairo Swordsman, man.
You needed. That was the most iconic scene. If anyone remembers a scene from any of their movies, it's that.
Yeah.
I'm
but it's ethnic, so they won't do it. They're afraid.
But I love the Adventure series. I love every fucking figure. And it's the one toy line I wish didn't die, but it came out during the period of, no window boxes, and it ruined the whole thing, man. Like,
and they were too scared to do the cool villains that
yes,
Indiana Jones could actually punch.
Yes,
I agree.
exactly. If
They
they
should have
made
done the Thuggies. They should have done
and the
Chiron.
soldiers, yes, and
the German mechanic. At least they did him in retro collection.
Yes,
yeah,
they
if
did.
if they did German soldiers and the mechanic in the 6-inch line, it would have kept them going forever. They would have
Oh,
sold
yeah.
out. Like people would have bought them for army builders until
they-
the end of time.
To be fair, they'd probably never do the soldiers, but the mechanic they could totally do.
Yep.
And there's a guy on Facebook. I don't know his name, but he makes props and like upgrade pieces for the adventure series. Dude, he has a full Molaram he sells for like $300 that fits in. It's amazing, but it isn't worth the $300.
Right.
But there's
Yeah,
a guy who makes Molaram for the set, and it's unbelievable.
You know, they teased Molaram, but then the line got canceled.
No, they made his fucking accessories. They canceled them, and then they gave you the Thuggy fucking Indy. That's what I heard. You weren't originally going to have a Thuggy Indy, and they did it at the last minute. And that's why you get that horrible fucking blood pouring head, because it was supposed to come with Molaram. So I think they pussied out at the last minute. And if they made Molaram, that's like Darth Vader back in the day when it used to sell. Everybody in the world would have bought him.
Dude, that was the craziest scene when I was a kid. Like, oh my god!
Not even that adventure series. Go look them up online. See how much fucking Sean Connery, Henry Senior. He's a $50 figure all fucking day long now.
Really?
You can't get him for under $50.
Wow.
And the Tuxedo Indy, he's sold out constantly everywhere. He's like another $60 figure. Like the Club Obi-Wan, forget it. He ain't discount.
Man, I mean, they were all discounted at one point. I don't think I paid full price for any of them.
Yeah.
The only ones I don't have are the newest movie ones.
Yeah, they've never made a Sean Connery figure other than like Henry Sr. So like if you want anything with Sean Connery, that's like the closest I've ever seen is, this is a perfect fucking likeness.
Yeah, they did great on the likeness there.
Yeah, so I think these are going to do nothing but go up in value over time because people are going to buy the Mafex Indy. They're going to buy, the Mezco Indy, and then they're going to be like, shit, I want to fill out the rest of the collection. And these are going to be the only things you can get.
I mean, when I was over on the East Coast, I got a couple extra short rounds at Ollie's just because I'm like, I know that these are $10 now, but they're going to be
sit on them. Yes,
Yep.
You sit on that, and I guarantee short rounds probably already like a $30-$40 figure. So
yeah. All right, so Slice and Dice. That always reminds me of the mutants from Dark Knight Returns. Slice and Dices.
Yep.
The snake armor.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you guys think? I'm dying to know everyone's opinion on this. First thing, if you don't mind, how big do you think this is going to be?
Well, I mean, hopefully it can fit a figure, but it looks like the legs are articulated, so maybe not.
I think the figure is going to be seated. It's going to be wider.
It's going to be like he's going to be bent down.
So you think this is going to be pretty damn big?
Yes. Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
I think it'd be a $100 piece.
Look at the blowtorch effect that came with the Dreadnought.
You're right.
So that kind of gives you scale to how big, and I think it's going to fit a character sitting down like this.
Yes. There's no way they're not
going to be wide, so you're gonna have them sitting.
I like that head on the tracksuit mafia.
These are my favorite figures.
Yeah,
of all
they're
time.
good, man.
I have I walked in the Ollie's. They had 12 of them. I grabbed every single one of them.
Smart.
Looked side to side and walked out. And that's the only time I've ever seen them. And they're my
that front is going to fold down. There's going to be a seat in they have to know if you can't put a figure in this thing, it's a total fail. Yeah.
Because look at the way the legs are. There's no way a toy's leg and pelvis.
No.
Well, you see right here, this looks like a hinge.
Yep.
Right
there you go.
Follow it all the way up. And at the top, you see it too on the shoulders.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to open up top and fold out.
And you slide the figure in seated.
Yep, in the seated position.
I think, you know what? I think that just because earlier today when I saw it. I'm like, yeah, whatever. But I think you just sold me on it.
Yeah, because it's close to it. If it gets that size, I think Blake said 9 or 10 inches. That's almost a mech.
Yeah.
Oh, the mech. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's.
I mean, I think the arms look kind of long, but whatever. When he has them up and pose,
Yeah,
I wish
when
he
you
could hold a gun, kind of like
click 'em up.
Titanfall, which is a video game thing. At first, I wasn't with this, but the more I think about it, as a big, huge snake armor, it might be impressive looking.
Suka says about 13 inches tall based on the accessories. Okay.
Yeah,
That'll be an impressive
I'm down
looking
with that,
piece,
man.
Yeah,
as
And,
long as the price point isn't fucking.
I think
insane.
$100, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be $100.
I think you're right. $100, no driver. So
That's tough.
I don't think they're gonna give you a driver.
No,
Or
the original.
maybe they're keeping it out so you don't know the scale. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping they could work in some ankle articulation down here.
It
So you
looks
can
like
put
the
'em in-
feet are gonna do something because it looks like it's.
Like it,
You know-
like you could for sure, like with this, you can for sure get some back and forth. But I want
Yeah.
some pivot.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
hopefully it's in there, but
Yeah.
it might
I
just be one big clunk of shit, that doesn't move at all. It's just like
Still cool,
I think if this
It'll
one,
look good on a shelf. I ain't playing with it. I'm gonna pose
Yeah,
it a couple of
and-
times and look at it and put it on the shelf, admire it.
the thing about this piece is if they nail it and it's done well and it's a decent price. I don't know if 100 is a decent price. You have to ask the audience. You could buy this for Valiverse. You could buy this for other lines and paint
yeah.
it and have some fun with it.
And I mean, the good thing about them doing a mech first is that Bobby gets to see how they do it
Good point.
and
And
then
improve
improve if he does one, right? Like he
Yes.
can like work things and add things to
Yeah.
his if he does one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
still
think
don't think he's
we're all
decided.
ready. We're all ready for robots with figures that can fit in them. Last year was the vehicle year. Hopefully this year is the robot with fucking pilots in them.
Yeah.
Don't say that. Don't say that, Mark. We don't want a sticker figure inside.
No, I listen. We give Hasbro a lot of shit, but when they make something fun, it's still pretty good.
100%, dude. And
Yeah.
listen, they are an entity. They are a
Yeah.
corporation. They are not a person. We're hurting no one's feelings.
No. Yeah.
And if anything, it's for constructive criticism.
Yeah.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like,
Exactly.
so
Um,
that's how
I'm hoping this is good because I was thinking the normal snake armor with the stupid pieces fit around the leg.
Yeah, where it's like
apart.
dangling. You're
That
like,
toy- that
goddamn
toy-
leg falling off.
As much as I love that toy, playing with it sucked because it was like,
Yes.
and if the pieces always just fell off the figure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So snake armor, cool. Single pack Televiper. Oh,
Whatever.
retro carded.
If you missed out on the figure and you don't, you need it. If you don't collect vehicles at all, you need the figure at least.
Yeah.
For not the trouble bubble.
Exactly. And you know what? They made it fun with putting the
Yeah.
type across the
And
glass.
he's not wearing a long sleeve. That he has LP's glasses.
Yeah,
It does,
exactly.
yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Alert,
it's fun.
what,
And it's just another troop builder. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If you already got a bunch of Televipers, these look different and you can have, different ranks of Televipers and you're good.
Riot Cop Cobra. It does kind of look like a Riot Cop.
Yeah.
You got to give him a shield.
True that. Hopefully
I
they make a stronger neck peg. I always see people with these with snapped heads.
Oh,
Always.
really?
Yeah, with the Tiger Force one, I always see them snapped off online. Like every other week, I see a picture and people are like, "Oh,
Hey, is AFA the guy who did the breakdown of the whatchamacallits? The Kickstarters. Is that guy? who
Yeah,
did
yeah,
that
yeah.
video? Oh,
Yeah.
great video, man. That was
yeah, that
thoroughly-
was a really good video."
very entertaining.
I
I
wanna
watched the
get
whole
him on-
thing.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, great video.
Yeah, no, he's got good takes. I want to get him on the show. He
Yeah.
started getting a bunch of hate after me and Bobby covered his video because they're
Are
like,
you
"Oh, they're just
serious?
yeah."
Over what?
Man,
People
we
are saying
got some clingy haters.
The
man.
best point
Like,
he had when he said you bought two figures for the same fucking price. What was the point? Why wouldn't I just choose the two figures I want? You fucking
Yeah.
nut.
mhm.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, haters for I listen. That's the thing we got to course correct. We have a good community. We raise money for fucking Double J's dog. We're having fun tonight. We mentioned Legion's Con. But the thing the hump we need to get over is talking shit, man, because you wouldn't talk shit in a fucking bar or in the street. If a stranger says some weird shit, I'm like, okay, cool, you win. So don't do it here. You know what I mean? That's my only thing.
Televiper. Easy pass for me.
Yeah, you don't need them, but
yeah, I got one. He's in his flight pod. He's happy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
look
everything.
At it all together. Look at the whole thing together. It's not bad.
I think it was a good showing. You know what I mean? Because they always got to do their reuse and retool and all that shit. And for something that just came out of the blue, it's a lot of fun stuff.
I mean, to get up on a Saturday and they just dump all this on us, it's like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm down.
It shows you that the line still has some legs and they're not giving up. And that's good. Yeah. As someone, if you're into the line, you want to see effort and you want to see them obviously making new things. But
you want to see stuff like this because this like adds excitement again.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome, man. That and the fucking buggy and slice and dice. Like this is fun. It's a good mix. So.
It is. It is a good showing.
And yeah, so what? February 1st is GI Joe Day.
Who the
didn't
fuck?
know that?
That's what everyone was saying. GI Joe Day. It's like okay,
I know they said it, but I know Chad said like it's sometime in March. So I think they're off on GI Joe Day, depending. But whatever. I mean, announcement day is announcement day to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And honestly, I'd rather get this than the smoke and mirrors and dumb fucking show with people that don't even give a shit. Really, you know what I mean? So to me, it's like. Just give me all the pictures. I'm a happy guy. I can go about my day. I don't have to wait around for an hour and a half to show all this fucking crap off. I'm good.
Hey, I'm going to go take a leak. I'll be right back. You guys good for a minute?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, Gaines. Bust out the dildos and all gay porn and let's shut this channel down.
Listen, you don't like them dopey live shows. I kind of feel like
sometimes it's fun.
I feel like a little kid when I watched some adults come out with a fucking vehicle, and I got my coffee, and
to me, it's so I could see scale. Yes. You know what I mean? That's when I like it, or when I catch an angle of something I didn't like.
Yeah,
and then I'm like, ooh, I like it now that I see it in a pose.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Like this broad, she's awesome, dude. I am loving this.
The
man.
second this show gets over, I'm taking acetone to her tits.
Yeah, I want my head to be crushed by thighs like this. Just that's how I want to go
like
out.
Like a fucking burst my head into fucking pieces.
Into jelly. That's how I want to die, man. Maybe I will pay. I'll find a pro wrestler to just
remember in Prometheus when the fucking big engineer pushed the old man down.
Just get pushed down and then get your
some
head
big
crushed.
broad that just like mush me into the ground. Yeah.
We weren't
live
doing
streaming.
We weren't doing anything.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what is this? Demonetized? What did you guys do?
Nothing.
How do you guys feel about YOLO Park and what they're doing?
What are they doing?
Transformers. They had a showing.
Let me see it. If you got a picture, baby, y'all.
So
these are the little guys that don't transform but have articulation, right?
Now, go ahead. This is a very touchy subject in the Transformer community. If you don't,
I don't know why.
Oh, I
like the red. What was it? The red series that got canceled. I didn't buy any, but I liked them, and they didn't sell.
Well, the quality was crap.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
I got like one of those. I'm like, what? Yeah.
I'm one of them weirdos that prefers robot form than car form. So this Bumblebee looks fucking great. Now, what's the scale?
So this is their AMK series. Now the Pro series is like the bigger, like I have 3 of them. They're like 9-10 inches, and they're like die cast and stuff. They're really nice.
Yeah. They make that awesome Megatron.
Yes, the Megatron, the Optimus, and the Starscream. They're all really good. I can't wait to get the Soundwave. I hope Soundwave is next. I heard it's a Bumblebee. It's not this Bumblebee. This is the AMK series, so I think it's their mini ones, which I have a couple of.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this the Pro series? Yeah.
You don't know the size of that Optimus? 15 inches, 12 inches. You don't know?
Yeah,
because
that's right.
that's my
right.
deal.
Hey,
I always need Optimus to be a big chunker.
These look great though.
They do look cartoon.
Shit.
These
Yeah,
would go
they
well
look
with your
amazing.
tune. Yeah.
This is the I believe it's called the Pro Series.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's nice.
And what would you say, like what, 8, 10 inches? What is the size on
Let me
that?
put it on my mat here. I got a mat.
Okay, the band has
It
a map.
is 9.
Okay, that's awesome.
But I mean, it's got a lot of die cast, and all the little parts on it like get out of the way, so you can really get his leg way up.
Yeah, that's like my knockoff fucking Prime has that like flap on the leg that comes up.
No,
I mean, nice ankle. I mean, and these are officially licensed.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's
yeah.
But yeah,
Is Hounds? I need a Hound so bad, man. I love Hound. Hound's not in that lineup, is he?
I think eventually they'll get to Hound. I mean, they've done Starscream, Optimus, and Megatron, and it looks like Bumblebee is their next one. But I think this is the one I have. This is the Pro Series. These just don't look die-cast in the pictures.
They don't. They're more going for that tune look, though.
Well,
So.
they might be plastic, so they might just be like a lesser version of what you have. Like, so the affordability's down. The price point might be lower.
And it says model kits, and these are all technically model kits. You got to put them together, but it's like a build-a-figure.
Yeah, you just snap their arms and legs and head together. Yeah, that's how they get around the.
I see comments. People need their Transformers to transform. It's like a badge of honor. Where
not me.
We're passive. Maybe we're more like passive Transformers fans, where
I am
like robot form.
Admittedly, I am completely passive Transformers.
Yeah, so
same.
I get it. I get the
Same.
the badge of honor of it all. It needs to transform. I get it.
I like well-articulated action figures.
Yeah.
And that's what this is. This is an action figure.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, see, K-Mac.
See, it says model kit. Heck no, but it's model kit in name only.
You're not gluing. I don't think you're using crazy glue on this thing.
No. They just snap together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're just parts in the box, like a Build-A-Figure, and you just put it together. It's painted, it's die-cast. You don't have to like cut off sprues and paint it.
Nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like putting a sideshow statue together. They come in pieces. Right. You know what I mean? Like.
And the articulation's phenomenal, and you could open them up and take the matrix of leadership out and all that stuff. And
it's got all the bells and whistles.
You can put batteries in it, and his eyes light up.
Oh, that's awesome.
So so I don't generally do that because then you got to take the batteries out, otherwise they leak over time. So I just don't ever bother putting them in. But it's a nice feature for photography if you're going to do it.
Yep. That's like my Hiss and my fucking Dragonfly. The batteries were in there to check them, play with them for 5 minutes. They came out, and that's the way it'll be.
Mezco has the worst battery setup known to mankind. You are sweating like you're under like the detective light, and you're dropping the batteries on the floor. You're cursing at the air. Right?
Horrible.
Action Figuratorium brings up blockies, and I've heard a lot about them. I've seen them; they look great. I've just never seen them at the store. I've seen them on people's videos and stuff.
Yeah,
but they're like little box Transformers, like blind boxes, right? And then, but they're superposable.
Really?
I
saw them today, and I completely didn't know what the hell I felt like a boomer, as we mentioned in the first. There's Hound. Oh, baby.
Yeah, but these are the mini ones. So these are like I have a couple of these in a display in the other room.
Yeah,
they're like maybe 4 inches, and they're all plastic, and you pop them together. But they are also really posable. They don't transform, but they're also very nicely posable.
Are they horrifically priced, or
these are like $15 to $20 on Amazon.
See, that's fair.
That's cool. Yeah, I have a thing for Hound for some reason. He's a military Jeep. He's cool. He's a fucking gangster. I would buy Hounds, and I love Jazz because of the voice actor, the guy from the Shining. So
they all look good, honestly.
They do look good. They do.
They're all on the money.
They're just cool little fun figures.
They're like they're like robot action figures that don't transform, and that's just going to be the line in the sand for some people.
Yeah. Believe me,
Look
if
who's
they could
Yeah.
bring those shitty ass like reaction
Yeah.
figure versions of non-transformers.
Yeah, why
like
would you get a
Transformers.
reaction transformer when you can get one of these for like
That
less
for the
or more
card,
price?
maybe the card art. I don't know, but
Yeah.
No. Hey, look who's here! It's Chad. I'm glad you showed up, Chad, because it reminded me to tell everyone about tomorrow, Sunday. I'm going on with Chad on his channel, 2 p.m. my time, West Coast, which is 5 p.m. East Coast.
I am.
So
When I saw that thumbnail for tomorrow's show, I got
That was
such
a good
a
one. That was a good one.
Oh,
And
God, he showed me.
I went on a live stream with that guy because I felt, not that I felt bad for him. I wanted to tell him about his channel and I watch it. He put an open invite. So I don't want to go too deep into it because half the audience could be like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah.
But eat a bowl of shit and eat a bowl of fuck.
But yeah, they're getting into other. I mean, they're doing movies like Michael Bay movie stuff, and
Yeah,
I think
that's where you lose.
Transformers
That's where you
one.
lose me with that.
Yeah,
That might
yeah,
be the
God.
worst. Like, look at my issue with the Bay stuff is I couldn't tell what the fuck it was. When
Yeah,
it was
it's
a robot.
techno spaghetti,
There's no
dude. You
head.
can't
There's
tell
no
what's
head. The
going
charm
on.
is gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
They really improved it in the Bumblebee movie.
Bumblebee
Yeah.
is perfect almost. Yes.
Like
I
the
completely
opening,
agree.
what, 10
Yeah.
minutes?
Yeah,
Yes.
the first
Cybertron.
5 minutes are perfect.
Yes.
Dude, I'm like, why isn't that? Just make that the whole
The
movie.
movie.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Like that was perfect. Like we
Yes,
don't
it
need
was.
humans in a Transformers movie.
Not at all. I would have
Transformers
watched
1
2
proved that.
hours of that beginning.
Yeah.
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 Did you guys like Transformer 1?
I
The
didn't-
newest one,
Uh,
the cartoon?
I didn't see it.
I heard it was excellent. I passed because I didn't like the idea of Megatron and Optimus being like buddies.
Yeah,
But I heard it was
running
great.
late.
Listen, I am not a hardcore Transformers fan,
Yeah.
but that was an awesome movie.
I heard that. I didn't believe it, but you know, the consensus is out on it. It's been over a year and everybody really likes it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's controversial, but I say it. I think it's the best Transformers movie.
Wow.
I've heard that.
That includes the 86.
I've heard that from
Wow.
a friend of mine that loves. He also liked the new one. He said it wasn't too bad. What Optimus Primal was in it, but he loved that cartoon, man, and he's a huge Transformer guy.
I mean, they did the Beast Wars crap in the newest live action, and it's like they changed the whole lore so much. I loved the Beast Wars show when I was a kid, and I liked
Yeah.
the lore.
Yeah,
They changed it completely,
yeah,
and I
Mm.
wasn't for you.
no.
Yeah,
I like
But
they
what-
teased G.I. Joe at the end. You know, maybe they'll carry that on with Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover live action. That could be cool. I would
Okay.
say get G.I. Joe right first, and then
Yes.
yeah,
Don't
you know,
don't look to cross shit over until you get it right. You know.
that
get a good trilogy out,
yeah.
and then crossover.
If we went briefly, I'll go back to video games. There's a game called War for Cybertron, which is excellent, man. Ended up becoming, they made a prequel comic where Megatron is just not cool with Optimus being friendly to humans. He's like, no, we should wipe these people out. They're beneath us. And Optimus on Cybertron, I forget what his job was, but Megatron was like a gladiator. He like fought for money. It's a really good read. I forget what it's called. That game is so good, man. And that's Hasbro took the rights from Activision or some weird shit. I don't know. I know Hasbro's getting into video games. If they could put that back out, man, they'll make some money.
I mean that's a whole conversation in and of itself. Is like
It's unique. It's very
that's
strange.
the way Chris Cox said last year. That's what they want to do. They're going to be a digital company, a gaming company.
I will tell you something, LP. As a lifelong gamer, it's my second passion. You know, I adore video games. The industry. We all know who EA Sports is, right? They make Madden, which is the football franchise. EA is in jeopardy of going out of business. Now, if that'll tell you something about where video games are.
Mhm.
You want to tell me Hasbro is just going to come in and be successful?
Not at
video
all.
games-
They're done.
I think video games are going to see a crash. I really do, and that hasn't happened since the Atari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think Chris Cox.
Yeah,
I think
he's
Chris
gonna back
Cox
up.
is an idiot, and he doesn't know how to run a toy company.
Yes, I 100% agree.
I think
Yeah.
he should 100% get like Kurt Bazigian back as a consultant, pay him a lot of money,
Yeah.
and get back to being a toy company.
Mhm.
Well,
And I'm not saying for collectors. I'm saying for kids.
for
True.
every.
Yes. The properties they do own and mess with though are good for video games. You know, Transformers, GI Joe, but they have to be done right and done maybe on a budget. I don't know. You
need IP, you need media to go
Right.
with it for the kids.
No,
You
they
know,
did try movies. Remember that disaster? It was like
Yeah.
Battleship and Connect 4, the movie.
The toys my kid liked when he was
Shoots
young.
and ladders.
The toys my kid liked when he was young had great media to go along with it, like Ben 10, Max
Yeah.
Steel.
Ben 10 holds up. It's weird.
It does.
You know, it does hold up.
Yeah.
People ask for that toy line. That
Yes.
you know, we think we're the only ones that like toys. You know, generation behind us want like Ben 10 figures.
Yeah.
I asked my kid, I'm like, what if they brought Ben 10 back as a new series and a new toy line, but the toy line is like Marvel Legends, where it's like 6-inch and they can pull from every show and just make good articulated like Ben 10. And my kid, like his mind was blown. He's like, yes,
Yeah.
I would totally be into that.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah, they've catered too much to the adult crowd, and they just like a tick they grabbed on, and they didn't want to innovate. They just kept bleeding you dry as you got older.
Well, Jerk, you know, movies have taken a shit, and even Tarantino had a big rant the other day, which is fantastic. It ain't just us who think that. Tarantino is the fucking man.
Yeah.
He had a big rant about movies taking a shit.
Yeah.
And video games are taking a shit. If toys take a shit, what am I going to do? Golf? Play pickleball?
Well, you are getting to
What
that age.
am I going to do? Yeah,
Well,
Pickleballing games.
I don't think toys will. I think it's. I think we're seeing the switch now to independent companies, smaller,
Good point. Good point.
more
I
niche,
agree.
but more.
Well, look at everything that gets funded. People want it still. So.
As much as we all love Marvel and GI Joe and Star Wars, we've got to move away from that if the media is not going to be good. If it's not going to have good movies and everything to go along with it.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
You know,
but I will give Transformers and GI Joe, their comics haven't been better in years. Like
That's
the
great.
new Energon stuff, the under the Robert Kirkman banner, like all of it's good.
Well, let's
like
let's get comics back into kids' hands.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Let's keep our distributor open first, because if they don't get bought by April 1st, they said they're shutting down. Like it's not.
That's the end of IDW.
Well, I think IDW will move to Lunar or Penguin, but it's the death of the small publisher.
Yeah.
Like if you're an independent publisher, Lunar and Penguin aren't looking to pick you up like Diamond used to. So you're fucked. And the whole industry, if Diamond closes, everything will be different completely. Good or bad, they were the linchpin for years. So like it could be catastrophic. So
wow. I think
it'll be direct to consumer or nothing for the
but
I think Bobby Mack is going to save the day. Do you think he has the treasure trove?
Yes, he does, but I don't think it will be touted. I think it'll be an outside investment firm who will just realize that they have a distribution network for collectibles like no other company on the earth.
Yeah.
Like they're in bed with every single company in this hobby and have been since they've had their monopoly. So just buying that distribution chain is worth the weight in gold.
Yeah.
Now you got to run it right, but you can't see Diamond folded because the industry is terrible. Like if they won't even give us reported numbers on comic book sales because they're so bad.
It's like the movie
and that
industry,
used to be a thing they used to do. We used to get a chart every month of the sales, and they won't show it. And Marvel and DC won't say it, but like numbers for ordering are at the lowest they've ever been ever. Like
I'm sure.
Like it's like the piece of iceberg ready to fall off. You know what I mean? So
sure,
they need to fix everything fast.
The West has got to get its shit together, man. With pop culture.
Okay, I'll give it to DC. They got Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb together to do another Hush that comes out in a month. So if that could be the pebble that starts the ripple, that's a good thing. So,
what about this Jerk? What about this reimagining of Superman? They do this every like 10 years.
They're already petered out in numbers. Like they did huge numbers for a couple months.
They did.
And now they're down to normal ordering numbers. They're nothing special. They didn't do anything crazy good. It isn't saving the industry good.
Is that like the absolute
the
Batman
absolute
thing?
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you saw the art in the Wonder Woman, you'd be like, why?
Yeah.
Why? This is another reason. They just let anybody draw comics nowadays. Like there's no talent involved in the people they pick. It's their politics.
Yeah. That's sad,
and
man.
it's every one of them is like that. And it ruins the character because they're putting their own personal politics.
Self-insert is the worst thing
and they've been making new characters where they could be like, oh, well, Aqualad needs a sidekick, so let's get, Aquacat, and, he's going to be gay, and, he's, and it's just like, no, like we need to refocus on main characters. We need to step away from their alternate personas. Like we don't need Ben Reilly being Spider-Man. Like Peter Parker's fucking Spider-Man. Like we don't need 100 fucking Hulks. We need Bruce Banner to focus on.
Agreed.
You know what I mean?
Especially
they've made all these characters.
Especially at the height of the MCU, they missed out on that.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point. We're after the movie's done, the stories are done. Where are you going to go for more? You should have been right there with the fucking comic. That's a good point.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you go to the comic shop after you see Iron Man 2. If you're a kid, who's Iron Man?
Right.
A little girl.
A little.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well, it's Tony again. It's Tony again.
I know he's back, but I'm just.
But nobody gives a shit. The book sells like nothing. Nobody cares.
And Kaiju, Dad, why do you think manga is killing? What, like my daughter even likes. My daughter's 10. She likes all Japanese. She wants me to take a trip to Japan. I like Japanese shit. I like Godzilla and fucking Voltron and Transformers. But
I'll answer right now. Okay,
I'm listening.
The people who draw the first issue of the manga are the people who draw the last issue of the manga.
Okay.
Comic books has a huge problem keeping writers and artists on books for longer than 3 or 4 issues.
So consistency.
And there is no team to follow. There is no, well, this story started and I'm interested because they're going to reboot it in 6 months because they didn't get a good writer with a good idea to begin with.
Good point. So like something like One Piece Jerk has been going on for like
there's 1,000 fucking volumes, and we sell more of those than we sell of Batman books. And it's because it is a continuing story that has been written by the same guy and drawn by the same team. And people love that. And that is what comics has lost in the last 20 fucking years is nobody has runs on comics anymore. Like Bendis was the last guy to do big runs on any fucking book. Now it's writer of the week and until he crashes and burns. And then it's writer of the week again. And they're not even good writers. All the good writers are gone.
Yeah. It's
like there isn't a good writer. Like even Straczynski came back for Cap. It's dog shit. I read the first issue. He phoned it in. You know what I mean? Like they don't got talent anymore. There's no more talent.
Yeah. A lot of
and the people they do have, they spread them so thin across 10 books that all the books are mediocre. So they need an industry fix. So, or they're fucked. They're gone.
I think single issue it is going to be dead. I mean, it's got to move to like a bigger form. Like I think the last Ronin, the way they did that was perfect. Like a couple 40 some page books a year, even though they were late.
Well, now they've beaten a dead horse. They put out a Ronin book every week, miniseries.
Well, yeah, but I mean the first, what was it? It was a 4 or 5 book series.
Yeah, it was only like 5 or 6 issues until they were like, oh, we got a hit. Now we got to milk the fuck out of it and ruin it. So
there's a lot of parallels, Jerk, to video games and movies where they self-inserts, whether it's fucking The Acolyte or that fucking broad. It was like things she liked as a fan. No, like you got you need a good team of writers, and you need to be consistent with Star Wars, not what you think should be cool in fucking Star Wars.
Not your personal beliefs in somebody else's universe. Make your own shit. Make your own shit.
I was looking so forward to called Dragon Age.
That is trash.
It is trash. And it was trash from the beginning. Now I think everything
I got suckered into the first 2 issues of Ice.
Oh, did you?
And that is garbage.
I knew. I knew it was all a money grab. I knew it was a money grab from the beginning. And that guy has no knowledge of comics.
Well, wait,
and when he talks, it sounds like he's reading off a cue card. I'm
LP,
not a fan of Ripper.
What's
and he's terrible for the comic industry, by the way.
Ripper is?
Yeah.
What's the key
he doesn't
thing that you didn't like?
Normal chains to make everybody else money. He does it all himself.
All in-house.
Reap all the money.
Yeah.
And then everything ships late. So whatever.
Yeah. Yep. Trash. Okay.
Jerk is hot, baby.
I'm always hot.
He's hot.
We got a few member chats here, and then we can wrap this up.
Oh shit!
No, it's all good. Because we're gonna do the after show.
Oh, I'm fucking pumped, man. I got a little buzz on. I might start talking shit.
All right, we got. Oh my God, Bobby has hair now. Thanks for the tater chat. To be honest, that cover girl is the only one that I like. Might get the Striker too.
That's fine. I mean, she is fucking gorgeous. You know,
I think they did knocked it out of the park with her.
Yeah,
perfect.
Matt with 2 T's. Thanks for the member chat. I feel like a pretty girl. Okay,
you should.
Did we?
Whatever you say, bud.
Well, I want what he's drinking.
Brian Rowland, member for 16. Thank you, Brian. It opened a new element of the existing mythos in Transformers 1. Plus bringing the 13 primes into mainstream was cool. Yeah, that's Transformers 1. It was, dude, Gaines.
I gotta watch this. I'm gonna watch this fucking.
It's on streaming. It's probably inexpensive by now if you just want to rent it.
I got some hack device where I can watch. I'm in the web. I'm like mainframe. Yeah,
you've got the magnet on the TV box.
Yes.
Yeah, that was all of them. So thank you so much, guys, for hopping on. Mega Powers podcast Mondays and Thursdays on YoJoeJerk's channel. Link in description below. Also, link in description to Toy Gains channel. Check him out. His reviews are funny. He's a funny guy. Like clown shoes. What you trying to say? I'm like clown shoes.
He's like a fucking goof bag down there.
What do you mean I'm funny, LP? What the fuck is so funny about me?
You know, the way you tell a story. That's
what the fuck is so funny about me?
Hey, get out of here. All right, thanks everybody. Wednesday, me and Ace catching up with Ramen Toy. Wednesday at 6 Pacific. Tomorrow on It's Chad, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, everyone. Channel members.
Yeah.
After show, baby. Gaines.
What?
Sign us out, buddy. Sign us out.
Oh, listen, you fucking maniacs. This was a fun show. I appreciate all the kind comments. And if you didn't have a kind comment, well, you know, you can't fucking please them all. Take care, have fun, and just don't be an asshole, people. Just be cool. Collect all this bullshit. Look at all this bullshit behind me. Fun shit. See you guys in the fucking after show where I'm gonna make a fool of myself. Trivia.